Atlantic League champion York Revolution is on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball on WOYK is brought to you by People's Bank, Wellspan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer and Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dead's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Darrell Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from Bethpage Ballpark here in Central Islip, New York. Welcome to game number 54 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game series, the Revs' first visit to the island since the Atlantic League Championship Series last season. And last night, a great reminder of that, a big late-inning win. Hi again, everybody. Darrell Henry with you. Welcome to Revs Baseball. Another gorgeous evening here on the island. And the Revs tonight trying to make it 2 in a row. Big win last night as they improved to 27-26. Long Island 27-27. And the Revs last night handing the Ducks their 3rd straight loss. If you weren't with us, it was a pitcher's duel throughout. Mitch Atkins was on his game. He was outstanding last night. Even though he trailed 1-0 through 7 innings in that game, Mitch was definitely on. And he's ready. Here's the kick, the pitch. Strike 3 called, paints the outside corner. Mitch Atkins strikes out the side in order in the 5th. 6 in the game for him, and he gets Vega looking for the 2nd time tonight. Atkins is on his game again. Yeah, there was no doubt about that. Still down 1-0 in the 8th. Luis Cruz led off with a single. That brought up Jose Cuevas. It's the 0-1. And a high drive, deep left field. Ford is back. It is gone! Jose Cuevas breaks up the shutout and gives the Revs their first lead of the night. 2-1 here in the top of the 8th inning. Cuevas with his 3rd home run of the year. It was a no-doubter. Hammered over the Revs bullpen in left field and way out of here. Cruz waits for him at the plate, and just like that, the Revs lead 2-1 here in the top of the 8th inning. It would end up being a 4-run 8th. Wellington Dotel at bat with 2 outs. 1-1. And a swing and a drive, right center field, into the gap. That's down for a hit. Down and going all the way to the wall on a hop. Den scores. Here comes Mitchell. No throw home. And Wellington Dotel stands at 2nd. A huge opposite field 2-run double. And the Revs with a 4-run top of the 8th inning lead it 4-1. Now Atkins went 7. Luke Westfall came on for the 8th. Stranded 2 runners. First pitch, slider, line to left field. Dotel right there. Right at him again, and the catch is made to end the inning. Westfall with a scoreless 8th. No runs, 1 hit. Runners left at the corners. And then it was Grant Sides' time in the 9th. He kicks, he fires, he struck him out looking. Fastball in at the knees, ball game over. Grant Sides a 1-2-3 9th inning, his 5th save of the year. Couple of strikeouts to end it. And the Revs with a big win in come-from-behind fashion here in the opener at Long Island. A 4-1 final score. And tonight it'll be lefty Pat McCoy. He's 1-2. ERA is 3.04. Right-hander Lee Sosa comes in out of the Long Island bullpen to make a spot start. No record, a 2.16 ERA early in his season. Some injury notes here today. The Revs got good news on one starting pitcher back home. Not so good news on another one. And Tyler Clark down for a few days at least with a sore thumb, so the Revs have signed backup catcher Roger Diaz here today. He is with the team and has been signed, is available tonight in a backup role. We'll hear from Mace about all of those items coming up here on the pregame this evening. Up next, though, part one of a two-part interview that we just did a short time ago with last night's winning pitcher, Mitch Atkins. Stay tuned for that. First pitch tonight is set for 6:35 here in Central Islip on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Dale E. Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE law.com.
Presley Ridge believes that strong families are the foundation for strong communities. With compassionate and caring professionals, Presley Ridge offers individual, child, and family therapy in addition to foster care and other in-community services. To learn more about Presley Ridge and their impact on families right here in our community, visit presleyridge.org or call 717-845-6624. That's 717-845-6624.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Back here in the pregame, Revs and Ducks tonight, and last night's winning pitcher Mitch Atkins joins us. Mitch, congratulations, another outstanding performance. And how did you feel out there last night going 7 innings strong?
I felt good. A little tough in the first inning. It's bad sun here in the first, so you really can't see the catcher's mitt in the first inning. But I limited damage and was able to get on a roll and get the win, so it was a good win for the team.
I know talking with the coaches, you've made little, minor tweaks, and did you sense a turning point a few starts ago? Do you feel, way better now than maybe the first couple?
Physically, not really. I think more just shifting my focus on what I'm trying to do on the mound and making better pitches, and that's probably been the biggest thing, and just trying to make better pitches, and that's what I'm worrying about.
Well, you're a veteran. You've been through all the situations, but what is it like on a long bus day, maybe even mentally in the morning, knowing that you've got a 5-hour ride ahead of you, and eventually you're going to be gearing up for the game that night?
Well, if you've ever been in the PCL, a bus ride like that is nothing compared to a 3 o'clock wake-up call. So as long as it's not a 3 o'clock wake-up call, I'm usually not as anxious. So I'll take the bus ride.
No doubt. Talking with Mitch Atkins, well, the day after the start, and not everybody gets to see the work that you guys put in, but what's the routine like for you today with throwing, cardio, everything else?
I usually like to get up and get a lower body lift in the morning, and then come to the field, real light toss, just to kind of get the arm moving, and then some running, usually kind of interval distance type stuff. It's kind of a lighter day just to kind of get the body moving. You're not trying to crush, because you pretty much crush yourself the night before, so you're just trying to get that body moving a little bit.
Are you still sore the next day after all these years?
First day, more fatigue. Like in the morning, I'm tired, and then as the day goes on, I feel a little better, and then the soreness starts to kick in at night, and then next day I'm a whole lot more sore, but not as fatigued.
Yeah.
So.
How would you describe your arsenal and your style? I mean, we've seen a really good fastball, but obviously some other really good pitches. What are you featuring out there?
I always consider myself an aggressive control guy. I like to be aggressive with the fastball early, And if I can get my four seam over, throwing it where I want to throw it, then everything else kind of falls into place. Curveball, cutter, changeup, but really everything goes off my four seam fastball. So if I'm able to locate that, then I throw everything else off my four seamer.
How have you enjoyed your first couple of months in York?
I've enjoyed it. It's a good city, good organization. It's one of the better teams to be in this league, and I can't be happier right now.
I couldn't help but notice when Cuevas hit the home run last night. I mean, the dugout was elated,
Yeah.
but I saw you, and you were ecstatic to see that,
Yeah.
busting your hump all night. What was the atmosphere like down there?
I mean, a close game, 1-0 ball game. I think everybody was pretty focused yesterday. A long bus, I think some guys were tired, and then that home run just kind of, everybody got a fresher breath there and got that second win, and we closed the game out really nice. And it was a good timing by Cuevas for sure.
Talking with Mitch Atkins, well, you've been up with the Cubs and the Orioles. What was it like the first time you were on the mound at Wrigley? And do you remember what that first time was like when you realized, oh, I'm in this historic ballpark looking around?
Talking about rough travel days, that was probably one of the worst travel days I ever had, because I almost missed my flight to Chicago. We went to, that was back in the day, so it was before your smartphones. So we had a Garmin GPS. And it sent us to 2 different airports. I won the right one. And so I was having a mild panic attack. Finally got on the flight, and then it was a day game, I think. And I was, jelly legs. And all I can remember was just telling myself to throw strikes. And that's all I was focusing on, that's probably the biggest thing. You just keep it simple.
I've heard that they've renovated it so much recently. Back then, was it kind of cramped? And I mean, did you appreciate it for what it was, being a historic ballpark?
I mean, Wrigley's a beautiful place. I mean, the atmosphere is awesome, and it feels it's a smaller feeling park compared to the newer ones, where the newer ones are 2-3 stories high, but Wrigley's like on top of you, and you can definitely tell it's an older ballpark, especially when you're walking to the dugout. You barely can fit 2 people in the tunnel that's going to the dugout. So, I mean, it's got its charm, and it's the reason it's one of the best places to play.
What was your favorite one? Is that maybe at the top of the list?
I would say Wrigley was pretty cool. Just the historic part. And then I had a really good game in Texas, so I would have to put that up there at the top, too.
Yeah, that's your Orioles debut, right?
It was my Orioles debut, so and that was kind of the 2 different ballparks. Texas, when you get in there, you look up, all you see is the stands, and Wrigley's like the complete opposite, so 2 different worlds.
That is part 1 with Mitch Atkins. We'll get into his hometown of Brown Summit, North Carolina, what he likes to do back home in part 2 of that conversation, likely before his next start coming up next weekend when the team is back home. Right now, we'll take a quick break. We'll check in with Mace on the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report up next.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace, wonderful win last night, and let's start with Mitch Atkins and how good he looked in his 7 innings, stuff-wise, command-wise, really in control of the game.
Definitely the best game I think Mitch has thrown so far this year. He had command of everything. The velocity was even more than it had been in the past. So pounded in the strike zone, had multiple pitches working, and just kept them to 1 run.
Jose Cuevas. I know it's been a frustrating go of it here of late for him, but a lot of his hits lately have been huge hits. And that one last night, you sense maybe he made a little adjustment before that last at bat?
I think, we talked in the dugout a little bit after his second at bat. Basically just, quit pressing so much, relax, have fun with it. Try to hit the ball to right field, let the ball get deeper, just those kind of things, because you could tell he was pressing. And then good for him. I mean, he came up with a big home run there, and then the next time up he hit the ball to right field, I think, was pretty well hit to the opposite field for an out, but still well hit. And that's what I told him, too. I said, a lot of his outs have been hard outs. He's hit some balls, to the warning track and in the gaps where they've ran him down, especially when we've been on the road. So, it was good for him good to see him get that.
Well, back home, I know there were a couple of guys getting checked out the last couple days, and then here with you, Tyler Clark's a little bit sore. What are some of the injury updates that you can give us?
Well, Jay Goss is going to be done for the year. We got that news yesterday, so I think he's probably going to have to get a surgery at some point here in the very near future. So, Jay is going to be down indefinitely. Severino, he had a little bit of an adjustment in his torso on Sunday, and he seemed to feel almost magically better after that happened. So he's back in York right now doing some throwing program, and hopefully he'll be good for Saturday when we have the doubleheader with Somerset. Tyler, which really I wasn't aware of until we got here yesterday, I guess Sunday afternoon, he must have got his thumb jammed in the ninth inning on one of the pitches that he caught. Maybe it kind of ran in on him and kind of thumbed him, as we call it. So he was pretty swollen yesterday. He's pretty swollen again today. And, so even though he's on the active roster, because I can use him to pinch run and some stuff like that, he's unable to play hitting or defensively. So I went out overnight and brought in another catcher, Roger Diaz. So because with Tyler in the condition he was in, that left us one catcher here, Cruz, and if something were to happen to him, then it would be Sandy De Leon maybe. But so anyways, I had to do some quick scrambling overnight and was fortunate enough to be able to get a guy in here.
Yeah, Roger, a young guy, but you've heard he's got pretty good throwing release, right?
Yeah, catch and release, really good, like 1.7, 1.75. When you bring young guys into this league, you never know how they're going to hit. Guys that have been in this league, you don't know how they're going to hit. So basically, I need an insurance policy right now until we can get home and see what's going on with Tyler. But, so we'll bring Roger in. He'll be able to handle our bullpen situations. He can play in the game if something were to happen to Cruz, and I wouldn't have to ask Den or somebody to try to catch, which we don't want to get into that. So, it was, a guy that was fairly close and has pro time, so we were able to get him in here.
So I know you're hopeful that it's not terribly serious with Tyler, but too soon to know. You have to get him checked out to know for sure.
Definitely. He's really swollen. Chong, talking with Chong, he seems to think it's, a lot of soft tissue swelling down there, but there are a couple of little bones at that part, down at that base of the thumb, that you're really not sure if maybe something happened there or not either. So when we get home, we'll get him an x-ray in our clubhouse, and then we'll be able to go from there.
We've got Pat McCoy starting tonight, another guy that has gone from bullpen to rotation, and you've got to feel good about what he's done for you to this point. Yeah,
Pat's been really good for us. He's been consistent. That's one thing about him that I like so far. I've seen he's consistent. He had one semi-rough inning down in Southern Maryland, but that's a while back now. So we've had a couple starts since then, and he's played in these parks before. He was in this league before, So I'm just expecting him to go out and be the same way that he is all the time, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Ducks are taking the field for tonight's game. We will take one final break. Starting lineups and first pitch from Central Islip coming up next.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
A group of 9 youngsters from Dayton Avenue School and South Street School here on the island performing our national anthem tonight. Ducks have taken the field. Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Revs, it'll be Travis Witherspoon leading off in center. Alexi Casilla back in there tonight, second base hitting second. Wellington Dotel in left field will hit third. Cleanup man is Melky Mesa doing the DHing. Jared Mitchell in right field hits fifth. Michael Burgess at first base will bat sixth. Luis Cruz does the catching and hits seventh. Jose Cuevas at third base will bat eighth. And Ryan Dent is the shortstop hitting ninth. Again, it's Witherspoon, Casilla, Dotel, Mesa, Mitchell, Burgess, Cruz, Cuevas, and Dent for the Revs, with Pat McCoy on the mound. For Long Island here tonight, they will have Jordani Valdespin at second base leading off. Emilio Bonifacio, the center fielder, hits second. Travis Snyder in right field will bat third. Lou Ford is the DH. He's in the cleanup position. Taylor Ard at first base will bat fifth. Ramon Cabrera does the catching and bat sixth. Cody Puckett, third base, he's hitting seventh. Daniel Fields in left field is hitting eighth, and Dan Lyons is the shortstop batting ninth. Again, Valdespin, Bonifacio, Snyder, Ford, Ard, Cabrera, Puckett, Fields, and Lyons, with right-hander Lee Sosa on the mound. He's made 6 appearances, all in relief. No record at 2.16 ERA. 8 1/3 innings, all that he's worked thus far. 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 are earned. 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 179, no home runs given up. He faced the Revs once in relief back on June 7th in York, an inning and 2/3, 2 runs allowed. And that was the most pitches that he's thrown in an appearance, 44. Tonight, they said that they expect maybe 50. So this would have been Matt Larkin's spot, but he is inactive with, well, he's on paternity leave. He's back home. His wife is due to give birth soon. Jair Jurgens might miss a start with a shoulder issue, but that would not be this series. First pitch tonight is in for a strike. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch. 6:39. Boy, they were lagging tonight. Underway, strike one on Travis Witherspoon. It's another beautiful night here as Sosa winds and delivers. And it's over for strike 2. Breaking ball there. We call it 72 degrees here at game time tonight. Here's the wind and the 0-2. Breaking ball hit in the air, right field. Travis Snyder froze to read it, comes over toward right center and makes the grab. And Witherspoon retired to start the evening. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, 72 degrees. And you could call it partly cloudy or partly, if you're an optimist, it's partly sunny, which this radio booth always is. The sun is shining at the moment. Here's Alexi Casilla, who's tied for 8th in the league in hitting at .313. First pitch is swung on, dribbled foul behind the plate. Casilla, when the Revs faced Sosa in relief a couple of weeks back, he had a walk against him, stole a base, scored a run. Faced him for just an inning and 2/3, as we said. On the right-hander winds and deals, and a swing and a miss. Revs are in the alternate black jerseys tonight, with the gray road pants, which matches nicely with the silver lettering and numbers. Ducks are in their home white pinstripes tonight, black hats, orange brim. As Sosa shakes off a couple of times, and Alexi will take a step out. Sosa from the first base side of the rubber. He kicks, he fires, and it's in the dirt. 1-2. Our plate ump tonight is the most animated plate umpire in the league, Richard Katz. David Speranza at first, and Jorge Teran, the crew chief, is at third base. Katz will command a game. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a bouncer toward first. It is, just fair. Alexi can't believe it. Ard gloves it and steps on the bag. And Mace can't believe it either. He's coming out. I think the Revs thought that it crossed outside of the bag in foul territory and then took a funny hop, which made it look fair as it came back to Ard. Casilla never ran, and he couldn't believe it. He threw his hands up in the air. And Mace coming out. I don't think we're going to see Mace run out at any point. He's got a really sore knee these days, but he came marching out, and he wants an explanation on this. And the Revs dugout has a good look at that play. They're on the third base dugout looking down the line at first. And Alexi has a great look at it from the batter's box as well, but Speranza's not going to ask for help, and he's not going to change his mind. It's 2 up, 2 down. And we're off to a great start. Here comes Wellington Dotel. Dotel, a big 2-run double in the game last night. As Sosa deals, Dotel shows bunt, takes a slider for a strike. Dotel now hitting .317 with York. Hopefully he gets some all-star consideration to come back here in a couple weeks. The 0-1 and a swing and a miss. Fastball there. Sosa pitching him backwards, slider, then the fastball. Dotel had a sac fly off Sosa in that one meeting back in York, which was 19 days ago. Here's the wind, the 0-2, and a swing and a shot up the middle, base hit for Dotel. 0-2, and Sosa got a little too much played. It was outer half, but Dotel able to reach it and sting it on the ground. And out of Valdespin's reach, the second baseman going toward the middle. 2-out single. And Wellington is the first base runner of the night. That'll bring up Melky Mesa. He was DHing tonight, hitting at .305, 3 home runs. And he's hit safely in 5 straight. 8 for 21 in those 5. First pitch, he swings, foul tips it. It hit Ramon Cabrera, the catcher in the face mask, he almost stumbled backward. And Richard Katz will give him a minute as he basically slam dunked the new baseball into the pitcher's glove. And now he looks like a speed skater as he kicks the dirt around in front of home plate. He cannot do anything in a passive or understated manner. He is over the top animated. There's the stretch, the 0-1, and it misses down low. Revs last night were shut out on 3 hits through 7 innings by John Brownell, but got to the bullpen in the 8th, and that was enough. 4-1 win. Sosa ready. Here's the pitch. Dotel fakes going, and it's in the dirt. Cabrera backhands it. You can see the chalk from the back line of the left-hand batter's box fly. 2 balls and a strike. And last night, the wind was sort of breezing left to right. Tonight, it's a little bit stronger, and it's right to left, out to left field. Here's the 2-1, and a rip. It is just foul down the third base line. Melky just a hair early as he yanked it just wide of the chalk. 2-2. And he's all smiles. He knows he just missed it. The home run that Cuevas hit last night, there was no sea breeze required to help that one. That was destroyed and hit right out of the stadium grounds in left field. There's the stretch from Sosa. And the 2-2 swing and a miss. Fastball away. Got him to end the inning. And the Revs turned away scoreless in the first. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We've played a half inning tonight. It's the Revs nothing, the Ducks coming up.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking. That natural walking motion is great for almost every body, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelero. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Asics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. Flying Feet sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
I'm a chef. Pleasing my patrons' palates is paradise. But lately, when I hear a cheer from the dining room, it's Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Sure, it could be my veggie lasagna, but chances are it's customers picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and you can enjoy it as an appetizer or a main course. Hey, everything tastes better with winning. Keno, it's here. Played at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Now Pat McCoy ready to go. Nice score at the end of a half inning. He'll make his second start against the Ducks. He was great in the first one, but lost at home 2-0. As Jordani Valdespin leads things off, and the Revs lefty winds. His first pitch of the night is in at the knees, a called strike. And that overhand fastball, good downward plane from the 6'4 lefty McCoy, who has been excellent and consistent. Now the wind and the 0-1. Valdespin shows bunt. It's a called strike 2 on a slider. He shakes his head, walks away. Waves off Richard Katz, who will give it right back. And he's getting a little more agitated as the hands go to the hips. Tells him get back in, the 0-2. And a swing and a foul the other way and left. Valdespin still looking back and talking to him. He's a talker. Goes back to his New York Mets days. One of his falling outs was he called Terry Collins a not so nice name in the media. Pitch is cued foul behind the plate. And we'll do it again. Or maybe not in the media, might have been to his face, but a little bit of a sour end to his time there. He's tied for the league lead in hitting here, batting .350. Matched with Rico Noel. Another 0-2, and it's very high, fastball. Valdespin, a 19-game on-base streak, hitting .385 on that streak. Leads the league in runs by 9, hits by 6. Take his time climbing back in. McCoy waiting on him. Here's the wind, the pitch, and it misses low, 2-2. Valdespin, Bonifacio, and Snyder, the top three in the Long Island order. Valdespin was in Mexico last year, Tabasco. The 2-2. And a swing and a bouncer over the mound. Dent will have to cut it off behind second. Throws on the run and just got him. Burgess the stretch at first. And Valdespin might have gotten off the wrong side of bed today. He's got words for David Speranza, the first base, barking at him. And animatedly so. One down here in the first. He chopped it over the mound and Dent cut it off neatly behind second. Threw on the run. Burgess the stretch. I thought from here it looked clear that they got him. But Valdespin in no mood. And he went hopping up and down as he ran through the bag, pointed at Speranza, hollered at him over his shoulder as he walked away. First base ump gave it back to him a little bit as they stared and shouted at one another. Nice play from Dent to start the night. Here's Bonifacio, the switch hitter, bats right. First pitch fastball is a called strike, outside corner. Bonifacio hitting .306. Last night hit his second home run. Here's the 0-1. And a backdoor slider, strike two called. McCoy with that sharp, tight wrinkle. And Richard Katz rips the face mask off, screams into the Ducks dugout, no more. And some of the guys in there just laughing about it. There's the 0-2. And it came in and it hit Bonifacio. McCoy trying to come in. Ahead 0-2 and a glancing shot off his back elbow, the right elbow, the inside of it. And McCoy, I think, was asking, did that hit the bat? Bonifacio started to take a couple steps toward McCoy and show him his elbow. Michael Burgess smirking as he waits for him to get to first base. He'll be a one-out base runner. Now here is Travis Snyder. Bonifacio puts the base running glove on his left hand. First pitch is swung on, popped up. Cuevas at third will head toward the Revs dugout and out of room. Lands about 5 rows back. Snyder hitting at .270, 7 home runs, third in the league with 35 driven in. Tough out for the Revs, 8 for 18 with a home run against York. There's the stretch, the 0-1, and a swing and a foul tip off Cruz's mid. 2 quick strikes. McCoy coming in 1-2, 3.04 ERA in 5 outings, 4 starts. 26 2/3 innings, just 24 hits, 10 walks, 13 Ks. coming off his first win, and he was excellent against the Road Warriors last week. 0-2, and a swing and a miss. He went down low, and Snyder hacks over it. 2 down here in the bottom of the first. McCoy last Wednesday, a 4-1 win, 7 innings, 1 unearned run, gave up only 4 hits.
Number 20, Lou Ford. Number 20.
Right here is Lou Ford with a runner at first, 2 outs, no score, first inning. Burgess holds the runner, throw over, and Bonifacio back standing. He does have 13 steals. He's yet to be caught. Tied for the 4th most steals in the league. McCoy 2 earned runs or fewer in 4 of his 5 outings, 3 of his 4 starts. Here's the stretch. Runner goes, pitch to Ford is low, throw from Cruz, bounces to second a little late. As Casilla handled it, put the tag on Bonifacio, but he was already on second base. So it is his 14th steal. And now a 2-out runner in scoring position. That pitch didn't miss by much. It's a 1-0 count on Ford, who's hitting at .249, 4 home runs, 32 batted in. A rare closed stance. Here's the 1-0. And a check swing, and it's a called strike in. And Ford tried to stop, and he almost stumbled and tripped as McCoy came in on him. Ford, player coach. He's their hitting coach in his 9th year with Long Island. Longest tenured on their roster. 1-1. Swinging a bounce foul off the front of the Revs dugout. That was a slider. And Ford out in front of it. 1-2. McCoy against Long Island June 10th. 6 innings, 2 runs, but lost 2-0. He pitched great. Just a 2-run homer in the first that barely cleared. Retired 11 straight at one point, matching a Revs season best. Here's the pitch. It's up high, 2-2. McCoy, Zach Groats, Logan Williamson have all retired 11 straight in a start. By the way, Zach Groats, a great outing the other night with Columbia. He's had a couple really good ones already. The 2-2, and a ground ball at third off the glove of Cuevas. He's up to his feet, picks up, throws just in time. He recovers to throw him out, and the inning is over. Cuevas laying out to his left on a ground ball that he had to stretch for. It was off his glove, but he did what you do as a third baseman, knock it down, see if you can make a play. And with Ford running, he had time to get up and make that throw just in time. No runs, no hits, 1 left, a fine play to end the inning. We've played 1, no score.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Jay Gaush. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Start the second. Jared Mitchell leads off, takes up high, no score. Lee Sosa on a likely pitch count of about 50 tonight, we're told. Mitchell hitting at 260, 4 home runs. It's the 1-0, and a swing and a tap foul behind the plate, a slider that he just got a piece of. Back in York, June 7th, when they saw Sosa, Mitchell singled off the right field wall against him. Then stole second and third before scoring. Sosa at 17 pitches right now. The wind, the 1-1. It is low. Mitchell tied for second in the league in runs scored with 35, third in walks with 32. He'll be followed by Burgess and Cruz this inning. There's the 2-1, and that runs inside, a slider missing. Sosa 6'2", 215, 26-year-old righty from the Bronx. 7th pro season. Here's the 3-1, and a swing and a ball beaten foul down against Mitchell's foot. And rolls out toward the mound. It's 3-2. So he'll walk over to his left and flex the right foot a little bit. Not the greatest feeling in the world for him. I understand that our video has frozen on YouTube, so we will fix that between innings so that we don't lose the audio during the inning. 3-2, and it sails outside. Mitchell walks, flips the bat aside, and heads to first. His 33rd walk of the year. And the Revs have the leadoff runner on. It'll bring up Michael Burgess. Burgess hitting at 220, tied for 4th in the league in home runs with 8. His last 4 games, 7 for 16. He is heated up beginning this weekend at home over Sugarland, or against Sugarland. Sosa, who's been as high as single A, he deals. It is outside, ball 1. Was drafted by the Oakland A's, 2012, 26th round pick. And Mitchell starts to go. They holler at Sosa to step off, and he turns and looks Mitchell back before anything else developed. Mentioned Mitchell did steal second and third against him when they faced him in York. Now ready. Here's the 1-0, and it's a called strike outside corner. Sosa had been a starter primarily the last 2 years with the New Jersey Jackals of the Can-Am League. All but 6 of his outings the last 2 years, 37 of those were starts. There's the 1-1, Mitchell runs, it's a called strike, throw from Cabrera, and Mitchell in head first, and he's safe. Jorge Terán took a long look at it, the shortstop Lyons handling a one-hop throw that came up a little bit, and Mitchell head first slide, gets the hand in. 13th steal this year, tied for 5th most in the league now. The 63rd of his Revs career, 3rd most in Revs history, 2 ahead of Witherspoon, who's got 61. Lions will play toward the middle now. Back behind Mitchell, pitch to Burgess, a swing and a miss in the dirt, and Sosa got him to chase. That is out number 1. Second strikeout. He was trying to at least pull one and advance Mitchell, but Sosa got him to fish. We'll pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
No score here in the top of the second. Luis Cruz will bat with Mitchell at second and 1 out. Cruz a big hit to lead off the 8th last night against Dennis O'Grady, and then Jose Cuevas did his thing. First pitch this time, a swing and a miss. Sosa starts him off speed. Cruz hitting at 221. 367 with men in scoring position. Revs looking to strike first tonight. Stretch from Sosa. Mitchell dances off a bit. Pitch is a called strike, a cutter down and in that tailed back to the corner. Cruz didn't think so. Sosa in the Can-Am League the last 2 years, 18 and 10 combined, 3.48 ERA. One of the pretty solid pitchers in that league. Now he's set, 0-2, and a swing and a ground ball foul down the line at third. From the Bronx, he played at Harry S. Truman High School in the Bronx, and then at the State University of New York at Binghamton, SUNY Binghamton. First team all-conference, led the America East in saves as a junior. Drafted by the A's from there. 4 years in their system, as high as single A. Look back twice, and now he'll lift the leg, turn, and look Mitchell all the way back. In the A's system, 78 outings in his career, only 6 starts there. Was 6 and 10 with a 5.13 ERA. His first year in the Can-Am League, he was the league's Rookie of the Year. The pitch, it's a breaking ball, strike 3 called. Slider that started at Cruz and hit the inside corner. 2 down, back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff walk and steal. So Mitchell was at second with no outs, and Sosa has not allowed contact since Mitchell got to second base. He's there with 2 down for Jose Cuevas, last night's hero. And the first pitch, it's over for a strike, 0-1. Cuevas hitting at 196, 3 home runs, 19 driven in. Last night officially his 3rd game-winning RBI. Pitch to him, it's down low, 1-1. He snapped an 0 for 23 at Southern Maryland with a game-winning single in the last at-bat the previous weekend. Last night snapped an 0 for 19 with what was the game-winning home run coming in the team's next to last at bats of the night. There's the stretch. Couple looks at second. And again, Sosa will lift the leg and stare Mitchell back. Revs last night, their 10th comeback win, their 3rd when trailing after 7 innings of play. 3-21 when down after 7. Pitch is swung on, taken the other way, base hit right field. Mitchell being sent around third. Snyder up with the throw, and Mitchell slides in behind it. Cuevas goes to second on the throw. And the Revs strike first tonight, a 2-out RBI single the other way. And it's 1-0 York here in the top of the second. Well, Cuevas, another run-scoring knock, shortened up, sprayed it the other way. And they do get Mitchell home. It took until 2 outs, but a clutch RBI knock. And Snyder on it in shallow right. Pretty good throw on a hop, but Mitchell sliding in behind. Snyder saved a game in York defensively with a diving play. Here's Ryan Dent. He pops the first one up. And back toward the first base on deck circle. Cabrera's got room, and the catcher handles it. And that'll end the inning, but the Revs strike first tonight, a run on 1 hit, 1 left. And we go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 1-0 York.
This is Doug Sprankle, sales manager at York Mitsubishi, and I'm here to introduce the biggest nothing you've ever heard on steroids for only $11,990. Big savings, top dollar for all trade-ins, and we want to approve everyone for credit. That means you too. More stuff for less money and almost twice the warranty of the competition. It's only at York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishi's always costs less. Come check us out at yorkmitsubishi.com.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit pseccu.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration, Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs with a 1-0 lead. As we go to the bottom of the second, Taylor Ard will lead things off. Pat McCoy in the first, just a hit batter. Only runner. He's stranded Bonifacio. And the Revs a 2-out RBI hit from Cuevas in the second to strike first. Here's McCoy's first pitch of the inning, a swing and a ground ball down the line at first and foul. Ard homered off McCoy in York back on June 10th, a 2-run shot that just cleared the arch nemesis down the line. The only 2 runs of the game, it came in the first inning. McCoy was otherwise great. Ard with 6 home runs. He's hitting .247. The 0-1, and it's just off the plate away. He was not in their lineup last night, but with McCoy starting tonight, they sit David Washington and Anthony Vega. Ard is in first base for Washington. Here's a ball down and in, 2-1. Both of those guys have really struggled against lefties. The Revs have McCoy tonight, and after Van Meter tomorrow, another lefty, Carson, on Thursday. The pitch, swinging a line drive, hook to left. Dotel will come in and runs it down. Little bit of a late break to read it and see how deep it was hit. It was not deep. Ard hit it off the end of the bat, reaching for it, and a looping line drive or low fly ball, however you want to describe it. Dotel comes in to take care of that. 1 away. And the batter will be Ramon Cabrera, switch hitting catcher. Comes in hitting at .237. He's caught almost every day for about a month at least, as he shows a bunt, takes a strike. Just recently got Audie Afner back from a broken finger. He's only played a couple of times, though, since returning. The 0-1, and a swing and a pop foul, back and out of play. Cabrera reaching for that. He was shaking his right hand after the first pitch. He seems to be all right. Trying to get a little pine tar in the batting gloves now as he steps back in, down 0-2. And McCoy delivers, swing, and he pops him up. Left side, Dent will drift out from short. He calls off Dotel coming in, and Dent a long way out into left, but he's got it. And there's 2 away. Couple fly ball or pop-up outs for McCoy here in the second inning. And now Cody Puckett. Revs a 1-0 lead. Puckett hitting at .241 with a home run and 12 driven in. They play him to Poole in the outfield. First pitch, he swings and he skies one. And this will be playable. Cuevas in foul ground, over from third. Oh, he missed it. Man, and the inning will continue. I think he thought he was out of room. It looked like he stopped and started to reach into the stands, and he still had a couple steps. And it landed at his feet and bounced into the seats. So Puckett gets a break and still has life. No balls and a strike. I'm surprised it was as close to the stands as it was. There's the pitch. And a swing and another foul to the left of home plate. He didn't get much of that. No balls, 2 strikes. Puckett back from a torn patella that he suffered last year. McCoy delivers, and it's down low, a slider. Appeal to first, he did not offer. 1-2. McCoy looking for a 0 after the Revs had struck first. And to pick up Cuevas after that foul pop. Cuevas giving the Revs the lead with the RBI hit in the top half. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out swinging. Went up high with the fastball. Pat McCoy, a 1-2-3 inning, has his second strikeout of the night. We'll go to the third tonight here at Long Island. It's the Revs 1, the Ducks 0.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Feelings of stress, sadness, or anxiousness can be signs of depression or other mental health issues that should be addressed. If life seems too difficult to manage, Presley Ridge can help. Call Presley Ridge today, and our team of compassionate mental health professionals will help you enjoy your life again. Presley Ridge offers mental health services for all ages in York and Harrisburg. Make an appointment today. Call 717-845-6624 or visit presleyridge.org/outpatient.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Travis Witherspoon leads off the third as Lee Sosa misses down and away. 1-0 York. Top of the order coming around again. Witherspoon fly out to right his first time up. And Sosa with the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball that slashed away from him. 1-1. Mentioned Sosa, his success in the Can-Am League the last couple years. There's the 1-1 pitch, and that's a called strike. Witherspoon thought it was low. Grimaces as he looks back. As Richard Katz does a little dance as he lets everybody know it's 1-2, squatting down and emphatically pointing out. Pitch to Spoon, that's down and away. Sosa, the Can-Am League Rookie of the Year 2 years ago. 9-6 with a 2.51 ERA. Now he's ready, winds and deals. And a swing and a bouncer to third. One big hop to Puckett. He gloves it and fires it across. One down. Here to begin the third inning. Puckett that year was also a league all-star, second in the league in ERA and wins. Pitched in Australia that offseason with the Canberra Cavalry. Had some Revs go there. Probably a teammate of I don't know. I think Click did not go that year. Here is Alexi Casilla, who takes a slider for a strike. Casilla grounded out to first, his first time up. On the pitch, and a swing and a fly ball foul the other way and left. That's out of play. First Atlantic League start for Sosa tonight. Now nods yes. He kicks, delivers. Breaking ball, foul tip. Casilla just got a piece. As that ricocheted off some shin guards. And Richard Katz, as he tossed the new ball back to Sosa, looked like he was a QB trying to move sideways in the pocket until Sosa was ready. He is a treat to watch. Another 0-2, and it's shot foul the other way. Casilla waited as long as he could and fouled that one off. He thought he fouled off the ground ball to first that he was retired on in the first inning. He was not happy. And Mace came out to contest that ruling with David Speranza, but to no avail. On the wind, another 0-2. It is just off the plate away. Last time Alexi played here, he had 3 home runs and 1 doubleheader. Right before he had to head home for the rest of last season. It was late August of last year. On the pitch, curveball missed outside, 2-2. The Revs were thrilled to bring him back to start this season. He was thrilled to come back. Here's the 2-2, and a swing and a miss. Slider barreling in on him. He was just trying to flick that one foul somewhere, but swung through it. 2 down. Sosa with his 4th strikeout. Casilla may have had to head home in late August of last year, that business venture that couldn't be done at any other time, but they don't win the championship without his contributions while he was here. Here's Dotel. He shows bunt, and Sosa misses down low. Dotel, an animated character as well. He held that bunt out there and ran back into the batter's box with the bat still held out like that. Now he swings full and came up empty on a slider. He singled his first time up. Revs with a 1-0 lead here in the third on Cuevas' single in the second inning. Driving in a 2-out run. Now Dotel will ask for time, even says to Sosa, my bad. As he backs out momentarily. Back in with that wide open stance. No batting gloves for him again. The pitch. He swings and lines it to center, and he's 2 for 2. That one down on a hop in front of Bonifacio. Dotel right back up the middle. That's been a good strategy for him so far tonight, and he is 2 for 2 at the plate. Really, for the first time with York, he had scuffled a little bit over 3+ games. He was 1 for his last 15 until the 2-run double in the 8th last night that provided the insurance. And that single there, his 3rd consecutive hit. Here's Melky Mesa. Struck out his first time. And he'll back out. Time asked for. Revs with 3 hits now against Sosa. Comes set, first pitch to Mesa, a swing and a deep drive to left field, gone! Way over the back wall in left field. Melky Mesa, a no-doubt tape measure shot as he flipped the bat down and went into his walk. Goodbye, and the Revs lead it 3-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. And that one will be in the trees on the property next door. Mesa with his 4th of the year. And his 2nd in 3 days. You may remember the shot that he hit in York on Sunday afternoon. It was no cheapo. He went to dead center at home. And this one leaves the grounds. Out over the Revs bullpen in left. And the wall behind it and out of sight. Here's Jared Mitchell, who looks at a breaking ball strike. 3-0 the lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. And that was a no-doubter. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a miss, a high fastball. Wow, was that crushed. Everybody knew it as just a sweet swing, and it took off. He knew it, dropped it and went into the walk, and then the trot. Pitch to Mitchell is down and in, a breaking ball missing. Now Mesa has now hit safely in 6 in a row. In and around some days off with that quad, but you wouldn't know it when he's in there. It was the 1-2, and a line drive right to first into the glove of Taylor Ard, and that'll end the inning. Hard hit. The Revs some 2-out thunder. Dotel singles, Mesa loses one into the trees. 2 runs, 2 hits, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, it's 3-0 York.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with tropical shaved ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs with a 3-0 lead. Malky Mesa, a name that will resonate, I'm sure, in these parts. Yankee fans remember him coming up, and they'll remember that ball going out. Here's a swing and a drive from Daniel Fields, deep right center. Witherspoon on the chase, jumps into the fence, but it clears. It's gone. First pitch of the inning, and Daniel Fields homers to right center. Witherspoon flying and crashing into that fence, gave it a great effort, but just out over his glove, and it's a 3-1 game. Daniel Fields, his second home run of the year. He's been battling shoulder issues. They thought he would be a big hitter for them. Acquired from Bridgeport in the dispersal draft. Came in hitting just .228, but has his second home run. As the LED lights flash, here's Dan Lyons, who takes a strike. Fields tonight playing in just his 37th game out of a possible 55. The 0-1, and that misses low. Didn't see him at all when the two teams played 4 games in York a few weeks back. He makes his presence known right there. There's the 1-1, and that missed outside. They're 3-1, the lead for the Revs. Lions hitting at 174 with a home run, 15 driven in. Pitch, it is high and away, 3-1. McCoy does not wish to walk him, with 2 hot hitters at the top coming around next. Here's the 3-1, and that's over for a strike. McCoy was in the big leagues with the Tigers. Payoff pitch, and it's fouled back upstairs. 14 relief outings in 2014. Originally, he was a 10th round pick of the Nationals out of high school in Arizona back in '07. Got to AAA in the Nats system as a reliever. Pitch is down low, and Lyons does walk. A walk following the home run. First walk of the night. Following the Ducks' first hit of the night. And we go to the top of the order, and Valdespin grounded out to short his first time up. He was on the case of the plate ump and the first base ump during that first at bat. Left on left, and McCoy the pitch. It is down and in. McCoy, a starter his first couple of seasons as a pro. Been in the big leagues with Detroit, AAA with Detroit, Washington, Baltimore, Colorado, and Toronto. Started for Southern Maryland last year, began this year in Mexico. The 1-0, and there's a fastball at the knees for a strike. Had a great winter in the Dominican Winter League with Toros del Este, 1-0 with a 1.86 ERA for the Bulls of the East. And a throw to first, back standing as Lions. Initially signed with York this offseason before going to Mexico, but now here. I know he's been known to, during the offseason, still work with the kids at the high school he went to in Arizona. Tucson native. He comes home. And a line drive base hit to right. Mitchell toward the corner will backhand it. Lions racing to third, and Valdespin is on at first. First and third with nobody out. Looked like a slider that got a little too much plate. Valdespin turned on it. His league-leading 76th hit. Now has a 20-game on-base streak. And here's Bonifacio, who was hit by a pitch and stole a base before being stranded in the first inning. Cruz gives signs for the infield defense, and with a runner at third, Valdespin a threat to run. He's got 13 steals, tied with Mitchell for 5th in the league. And McCoy the pitch, he goes first pitch, and Bonifacio fouls it straight back. High fastball fouled off. Stolen 13 times, he's been caught 3 times. McCoy ready. And the 0-1 not running, and a swing and a ground ball back to McCoy. Runs at Lions, throws to third. Cuevas to the plate for Cruz. Back to Cuevas. They tag him out, and they get Valdespin. Trying to go to third base on the play. Ryan Dent snuck in from short, and Cuevas heads up, turned and tossed it to Ryan Dent covering, and it's the old 1-5-2-5-6 double play. What a play from the Revs. Bonifacio goes to second on it, but McCoy all of a sudden has 2 outs. That could not have worked any better. He caught Lyons trying to get a head start to the plate. That was a mistake by him. On the comebacker, got him caught in a rundown. And then Valdespin got greedy, tried to take third. And Cuevas not celebrating that first out too much. He turned and tossed to Dent at close range, right on the money for out number 2. Here's Travis Snyder, who takes a slider for a strike. That was outstanding. Bonifacio goes to second on it. He's there with 2 outs. That's a trade they'll take. Here's the 0-1, and it misses down and in. Snyder, a strikeout victim his first time. That was outstanding. Just like they drew it up. The old 1-5-2-5-6. Stretch from McCoy, the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Kept it down, and Snyder swings over it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. McCoy trying to get out of the inning with only the 1 run. He's ready. Stares back, delivers, and a slider breaks away. 2-2. Daniel Fields homered on the first pitch, and then after a walk and a single, they had first and third with no outs. McCoy trying to get out with only the run that happened on the first pitch of the inning. Here's the 2-2, and a foul tip at the feet of Cruz. Almost had him. He just got a piece of that to stay alive. Mason and his staff will be down there in that third base dugout in a couple of weeks for the All-Star game. McCoy, the stretch, the 2-2, and a drive right center field, and it's going to get down in the alley. That'll skip to the wall on a couple of hops. Bonifacio in to score. Snyder in at second with an RBI double. And it's 3-2. So the double play does not totally help them out of the inning. Could have been a lot worse, though. Still not out of it yet. Lou Ford next. Looked like it might have been another slider trying to keep it down and just left it up. That's what Valdez being hit for his single. And now Fletch will head out and pay a visit to McCoy. Been a tricky third inning for him. Travis Snyder now against the Revs, 9 for 20, hitting .450 with 6 runs driven in 6 games between these two teams.
Once again at section 205, row S as in Sam, seat 15. Congratulations from the Long Island Ducks.
No Fletch on his way back to the dugout. Lou Ford will hit. He grounded out to third his first time up, which left a runner at second base in the first inning. He's got another runner at second base here in the third inning. And McCoy with the pitch. It's a called strike up in the zone. Cruz had to stand a little and reach. I think it's exactly where they wanted it, but had the zone. 0-1 the count. Pitch to him. Down and in, a slider. Now each team with 2 runs in the inning. Malky Mesa's 2-run homer for York made it 3-0. Ducks have answered with 2 of their own within a run now. And McCoy, the 1-1. Cutter just inside. Pretty efficient first couple of innings, but he's really had to work here in the third. Now brings the hand set, delivers, and a swing and a fly ball right field, right at Mitchell. Comes in a couple steps, and he's got it. A low fly ball sent right to him. Inning ends. 2 runs score, though, for the Ducks on 3 hits. 1 runner left. We've played 3 tonight. Here on the island, it's the Revs 3, the Ducks 2.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with a friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA home insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Honoring a couple of the heroes of the game, military veterans here at Bethpage Ballpark between innings. I think I overheard them say a father and a daughter that have both served were honored there during that break. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Sosa goes 3 innings. We go to the 4th. And former Yankee right-hander Brandon Pinder just signed the other day. He is the new pitcher. As Burgess, Cruz, and Cuevas will come up. Revs lead at 3-2. The official signing of Pinder was yesterday. This is his debut. Sosa went 3, giving up 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walked 1, struck out 4. Burgess leads it off, struck out his first time up. And Pinder's first pitch in the Atlantic League is over for a strike. They overshift Burgess with 3 fielders to the right of second. Did that a bunch on him last night as well. 0-1, and a swing and a miss, a fastball toward the outer half. Pinder, a nice free and easy delivery. Very smooth, lets it go without the optics of a whole lot of effort. On the wind and the 0-2, and a swing and a foul tip back to the net. If you ask guys, though, that it looks like an effortless delivery, most of them will tell you that they are still putting a lot of effort into it, but it is best if you can achieve good velocity at like a 90%, 95% effort, not 100% max. There's the 0-2, fastball misses high. Stay smooth and be able to hit your spots with good velocity rather than trying to overdo it and overpower it. That is the goal for most, anyway. The 1-2, and a half swing, and he went on a high fastball. Appeal to third confirms that. Unable to stop in time, and there's one away. Pinder was in 26 Major League games with the Yankees, 2015 and 16. 3.45 ERA. Most of his first 7 pro seasons were with the Yankees. Here is Luis Cruz. First pitch is down low. He was in the Angels system late last year. AAA Salt Lake. Cruz struck out looking his first time up. The 1-0. And he pops this one up. Catcher Cabrera off with the mask, drifting out. Third baseman Puckett comes down the line. And in foul territory, about a third of the way toward home plate. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 4th.
Jose Cuevas, number 11.
And Jose Cuevas to bat next. Cuevas, an RBI single to right in the second inning, gave the Revs an early 1-0 lead. They made it 3-0 on Melky Mesa's 2-run homer last inning, but Long Island answering with 2 of their own, now 3-2. First pitch, fastball right there for a strike. As Cuevas watches one from the new pitcher. On the 0-1, and it's down and away. Sosa, spot starter tonight, 3 innings. Ducks will be using that bullpen a lot tonight. The 1-1, And it's down low. They didn't name Sosa the starter until yesterday. Matt Larkin's away with his wife due to give birth. Pinder with the pitch. And a swing and a fly ball center field. It sends Bonifacio backpedaling, but he's got it fairly deep in center. He dropped it, reaching in to throw back, but he clearly had it. 1-2-3, fourth inning for Pinder. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still 3-2. Revs on top.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Revs lead at 3-2 as we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. They will be facing Long Island's bullpen the rest of the night. So far, so good for the Ducks. Pinder with a 1-2-3 fourth. And Pat McCoy looking to bounce back after a two-run third. Taylor Ard will lead it off. Fly to left his first time. Pitch to him. It is a fastball for a strike. Ard, Cabrera, Puckett. McCoy went 1-2-3 against those three in the second inning tonight. 0-1. And a ground ball pulled past the diving Cuevas through the hole, single to left. Cuevas laid out to his left, but Ard, he has done pretty much nothing but pull it, at least against McCoy. Does pull that one on through. So leadoff base runner, Ramon Cabrera up next. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard last night, Lancaster lost at Sugar Land 8-3, so their lead in the division is half a game. Pitch to Cabrera, slider called strike on the switch hitter batting right. Revs are now 7 back with the win last night. They will get started in about 15 minutes. Game 2 of that 7-game Pleasant get-together. The 0-1, and a swing and a loop foul back behind the netting. Southern Maryland at home tonight leads the Road Warriors 2-0 in the fifth. And a big, big Liberty Division series starting at Somerset tonight. New Britain and Somerset scoreless in the third. Patriots' lead over the Ducks is now 4. But New Britain has also closed within 4. The pitch and a swing and a line drive corked to left, but that's foul. Cabrera dropped the bat head on that, down and in, but yanks it way foul over the seats and left. A liner. Popped up to short his first time tonight. The Ducks have dropped 3 straight to fall to 4 back. The Bees have won 4 straight and have gone 15-8 in June, a league best to get to within 4 back. Pitch is up and in, 1-2. Even if it's too little too late for the first half for New Britain, they've gotten everybody's attention. McCoy the pitch. It's down low, 2-2. Today they signed former Oriole Adam Lowen. Recently signed former Philly call-up Brock Stassi. There's the pitch. It is just low. Now McCoy hopped up and down. He wanted that. 3-2. And he also doesn't want to get on Richard Katz's bad side. Want the umpire thinking good thoughts about you as the game progresses. The payoff pitch. It is a called third strike. He nails the outside corner. And Cabrera punched out. One down here in the fourth. McCoy with his third strikeout of the night. He came back, made a perfect pitch. One away. Here is Cody Puckett, who was a strikeout victim his first time. Revs lead 3-2 here in the bottom of the fourth, each team with 4 hits. And McCoy ready, first offering. It's inside, ball 1. Game 2 of 4 here on the island. Tomorrow night, Joe Van Meter against Bennett Perry. Thursday night, Robert Carson against Jake Fisher. The 1-0 and a bouncer against the plate. That'll skip foul as Cuevas goes across the line at third to handle it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kevin Baez coaching down there, tosses it into the stands. He'll be the Liberty Division manager for the All-Star game. These two teams, of course, meeting in the final last year with York winning. There's the 1-1 and a ground ball foul down the third base side again. This one all the way down the line. And I think Wellington Dotel just realized that he has to come get it. Was hugging the sidewall, and he took his time initially. The guys in the bullpen probably told him, let's go. As he tosses it to one of them. They have an elevated perch, wooden bench that they sit on out there overlooking the left field fence to watch the game. There's the 1-2. It's foul tip back to the net, and Puckett just got a piece. That was a high fastball up around his shoulders. Able to get just enough of it. On the stretch, pitch, and a slider, and he just nicked that one foul. This one down and out of the zone. And Puckett just chipped it behind the plate. So the battle goes on. 1-2 it remains. Puckett's been a mainstay here the last few years. Aside from last year, his season ended early. This is his 5th year with Long Island. The pitch, swing, and he beats a foul behind the plate. Now a 3rd straight 2-strike foul. And that one in on the hands. He almost bounced it down off his back foot. Just missed the foot. On its way to the backstop. Now the pitch to him, and he grounds it to short. Oh, off Dent's hands, ricocheting out behind second, and everybody's safe. That ball ripped, and I think it took a late skip that Dent wasn't expecting. An inning-ending double play ball right there. It was hit hard, which is what you want. Dent a half step to his right to get in front, and I think it just skipped on him. It hit him in the hand. He shook his hand once. Hopefully he's all right. I think right now he's upset with himself more than anything. As it ricocheted away, he's charged with the error. First and second with one out. And now Daniel Fields, and the first pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Cruz. Fields, who homered on the first pitch he saw last inning, out to right center field. Made it 3-1. They added another run before the inning was over. And that's where we stand, 3-2 York. Here's the 1-0. Fastball inside corner for a strike, right under the arms of Fields, who last year was a pretty productive hitter with Bridgeport. It's one of their big offseason acquisitions, but has been hurt. 1-1. That's in the dirt, and Cruz fights to get over to his left and smother that one. Fields hit .297 with 12 home runs for Bridgeport last year. Left-hand batter. And that was in only 85 games. Pitch is swung on and missed. As McCoy kept that one down, 2-2. Made it to the majors for one game with his hometown Detroit Tigers in 2015. His dad, Bruce Fields, played and coached for Detroit. Here's the 2-2. Oh, man, just missed, down and in. I don't know about that. McCoy squatting with his hands to his knees, looking in. He thought he was going to get it. He wanted it. That's a big non-call. And a full count now. Cruz had a word for Katz before squatting back down. Here's the stretch. Payoff pitch, not running, and Fields grounds a foul down the first base side. Fields bothered by nagging shoulder issue this year. He was a 6th round pick of the Tigers in '09 out of high school in Detroit. McCoy the pitch. Swing, and he jams him. A floater back of short. Dent racing out, runs it down. And as he still runs towards shallow left center, he'll turn and sidearm it on a couple of bounces into third just to get it back in. None of the runners trying any shenanigans. They both stayed near the bag and got back on. And a big second out as McCoy wins the battle with Fields this time. He really got in on him. And that one off the hands. A floater to short. The Dent runs down. 2 away. And they'll deal with Dan Lyons, who walked his first time. McCoy the pitch, swinging a foul tip off Cruz's glove and on back. Strike one. Revs a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Sun setting behind the seating bowl. McCoy with the 0-1 and a fly ball left center. Dotel coming in. It's going to get down. Played on a hop. He'll heave it home, but it's late. Ard comes around to score, and we're tied at 3. Dan Lyons with a bloop RBI single. Looked like a fly ball off the bat, but it wasn't even hit that well. A bloop, and it died in front of Dotel in no man's land in shallow left center. A duck fart, as it were. And Fletch will make his second visit. and try to help McCoy prevent any further damage here. That thing landed like it was hit with a wet newspaper. Lions has hit just 174 this year, 127 at home. But he ties it up on a blue base hit. It's 3-3. He is now 5 for 14 against York. And that's an unearned run. It's a couple of weak bloops to shallow left center. Fields' ball was run down by Dent going out, but this one getting down in front of Dotel. There was nothing he could have done. And we'll start over, a 3-3 game.
Located on the upper concourse behind home plate, the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game.
And the visit is over. Top of the order, Jordani Valdespin, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Singled last inning. Gives him a 20-game on-base streak. He eyes up the defense before standing in. And McCoy ready. Look back at second. First pitch is a fastball. It's a called strike. Ducks now out hitting the Revs 5-4. Valdespin 4 years in the majors. The Mets in 2012 and 13. The Marlins the 2 years following that. It's the 0-1. And a ground ball toward the middle, and it's into right center. Puckett around third. He's going to score. Lions goes first to third, and Valdespin finds the opening. It's 4-3 Long Island. A weak ground ball off the end of the bat, but Casilla had him played to pull. And nothing wrong with that defense, but Valdespin just hit it toward the middle where Casilla was not. And he took off ranging to his right, but realized he wasn't going to be able to get to it. And into shallow right center it went. They're now 4-3 Long Island. And here's Bonifacio. As McCoy fires, and it's a safety squeeze. It missed down and in. Cruz a clean pick. And came up staring Lyons back at third base. He scrambled back to the bag. Bonifacio tonight hit by a pitch and stole a base in the first before being stranded. Then in the third, reached on a fielder's choice and scored. And the 1-0, grounds it to second base, right to Casilla. It rolls cleanly. He drops to a knee to glove it and throws to first to end the inning. But Long Island with 2 unearned runs on 3 hits. 1 error, they leave him at the corners. We'll go to the 5th. Ducks lead for the first time tonight, 4-3.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car, brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the fifth inning, Revs trail 4-3. First time trailing tonight. It's a little past 8 o'clock. We'll pause for station identification.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
4-3, the Ducks lead it. And it was just an inning for Brandon Pinder in his Atlantic League debut. Right-hander Carlos Pimentel takes over. I guess it's Pimentel. As Ryan Dent leads things off. And Pimentel from the stretch fires. It's a fastball for a strike. A bullpen night for the Ducks after Sosa, who was plucked out of the bullpen for the spot start, gave them 3. Now the 0-1, and a slider breaks low. Dent, a foul out to the catcher his first time. Pimentel, before the pitch, he looks out at center field. I don't know if that's a way to clear his head. The 1-1 and a half swing. Dent went this time as he doubled up on the slider. Pimentel in 15 outings, 0-2, 2.66 ERA. Opponents have hit only 193. 17 hits and 23 2/3. 1-2, and that's way high. Dent, Witherspoon, and Casilla coming up. Pimentel's had great success at AAA. Here's the 2-2, and a slider away, appeal to first, no swing this time. He has not gotten to the major leagues, but 3 years ago he was the Pacific Coast League Pitcher of the Year. With AAA Iowa and the Cubs system, he was mid-season and postseason All-Star in the PCL. Now ready with it. Here's the 3-2. It's down low. Dent, a leadoff walk. That's how this fifth inning gets underway.
It is back to the top of the order for the York Revolution. Center fielder number 1, Travis Witherspoon, number 1.
And Pimentel in 2015, 12-6 with a 2.95 ERA in the hitter-friendly PCL. And Mitch Atkins on our pregame interview telling us about their flight days on game days, just like when we go to Sugar Land, 3 a.m. wake-up calls, and you pitch that night. Here's Spoon. First one high, up and off the glove of Cabrera, but it comes right back down to him. And Dent stays where he is. He was able to get up high enough and in time to knock that one straight up in the air and then grab it as it came back down. Now Pimentel ready. Third baseman Puckett in on the grass. Here's the 1-0. And a swing and a fly ball to shallow right. Snyder coming in. And he'll call off the second baseman, Valdespin, and makes the running grab. One out here in the top of the fifth.
Second baseman, number 4, Alexi Casilla.
Pimentel's been in the Rangers, Cubs, and Padres systems. Came up with Texas originally. Got to AAA with them. And then elected free agency, signed with the Cubs. Here's Alexi, who's 0 for 2. Batting from the left, first pitch, it's up high. After 2 years in the Cubs system at AAA, he elected free agency again. Perhaps thought he'd have a better chance to get called up with a different club. The 1-0. There's a fastball strike, outside corner. 2016, he was at AAA El Paso in the Padres system. And that year, 12-8, but the PCL was displayed in the ERA, 5.65. Now time asked for, Casilla backs out. Last year, he made 3 starts in Mexico, the rest of the year with Lincoln in the American Association. The 1-1 and a ground ball at first, backhanded Ard, goes to second one. Lyons airmails the turn, it stays in play. And Casilla safe at first as the inning continues. A clean roller to Ard, who backhanded it. Accurate throw to second, but Lyons being slid into by Dent, who helps bust up that double play. That throw back to first was nowhere close. No error, it's a fielder's choice. And Casilla on at first with 2 outs for Wellington Dotel, who's 2 for 2 tonight. 2 singles to center and a run scored. Pimentel in the association last year, 7-4 with a 4.68. First pitch is a called strike, inside corner. His best year, though, is that 2015 season, PCL Pitcher of the Year. Tough to duplicate that unless you're in the big leagues to be Pitcher of the Year at that level. Dotel asks for time and backs out. We've gotten to dusk here in Central Islip tonight. There's the 0-1 and a swing and a dribbler foul behind the plate. Thought it was really interesting. Atkins told us pregame that when the sun is out here at the beginning of the game, you can't even see the catcher's mitt. I didn't know it was that bad for the pitcher staring in. And now the lights taking effect here at about 8:15. There's the stretch from Pimentel. And the 0-2, swing and a miss. Got Dotel to reach, down and away, perhaps the slider there. And it's a scoreless top of the 5th inning. Leadoff walk, but 1 man left on, nothing else. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Long Island 4, York 3.
You know, something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. You know, will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC. 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia. NMLS ID 2925. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Equal housing lender.
I'm a meal delivery engineer. You know, a server. And I love it. But now, with Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery, this place is livelier than 2-for-1 app night. See, while I guide my guests from nachos to gnocchi, they're picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and goes with everything on the menu. Except maybe the 4-alarm fries. Stay away from those. Keno, it's here. Play it at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Bottom of the fifth, 4-3 Long Island. Travis Snyder, first pitch swinging. He bloops a pop to short, and Dent is back to play it. One pitch, one out. Pat McCoy jams another hitter right in on the hands of Snyder. Gotta love those one pitch outs. Ducks have scored 2 runs each of the last 2 innings. Both in the fourth were unearned. Here is Lou Ford, first pitch taking. That is a strike. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Long Island. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for York. 4-3 the score. Here's a swing and a ground ball foul. Past Kevin Baez coaching at third. It's 0-2. On our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report, back home got some good news, got some bad news today. Dominic Severino felt great after the rib manipulation. Here's the 0-2, and it's way high and away. If we can avoid it, don't sign me up for one of those. That does not sound pleasant, but they are hopeful that he'll make his start this weekend after having to miss one. The 1-2, and a called third strike. McCoy paints down and away. Ford is rung up. He's caught looking. 4th strikeout of the night for McCoy. 2 down here in the 5th. Unfortunately, Jay Goss, that elbow just didn't get better. He is going to undergo surgery in the not too distant future, and the Revs unfortunately will lose their opening night starter for the year. We certainly wish him the best. I'm sure he'll be around the team for at least a bit. Here's Taylor Ard as he takes a strike. Same spot for McCoy, that bottom outside corner to the righty. Ard 1 for 2, singled and scored leading off the 4th inning. 0-1, and he lines it softly to short right at Dent. Off the end of the bat, and a very quick 1-2-3 5th inning for Pat McCoy. Nice bounce back against the heart of the order, and that was quick. That is just what the doctor ordered. We'll go to the 6th, still 4-3 Long Island.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland offers a variety of lesson plans for every budget. Owner Carmen Fusco has 38 years of Major League Baseball experience, and our staff is made up entirely of professional instructors, including Carmen Fusco, Sam Knott, TJ Cronenberger, and Lisa Baker. We offer one-on-one private instruction, camps and clinics, and year-round travel ball programs focused on developing the player. We differ from other facilities because we offer professional instruction with Major League Baseball techniques. We also provide free college placement for our athletes. Conveniently located off I-83 between Harrisburg and York, check out Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland, and go online to FuscoProBaseball.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350, baby.
Head of the sixth inning, another new pitcher for Long Island as lefty Asher Tolliver takes over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Tolliver 0-2, 4.86 ERA in 17 outings. Two lefties this inning, Mitchell and Burgess, but first, Malky Mesa, who hit one onto the property next door in the third inning. First pitch is down and away. A mammoth two-run shot, his second home run in 3 games. Two-run homer made it 3-0 York at the time, but the Ducks with 4 unanswered. Tolliver the 1-0 and a swing and a foul back over the roof. Mesa 1 for 2. He's now hit safely in 6 straight. Batting .391 on that hitting streak. Twilight of the evening here as those LED lights installed last year take effect. The pitch, a swing and a bounce foul, third base side. Rebounds off the sidewall out past Polo, and he'll make a friend down there with the souvenir. 1-2. He was making nice with Richard Katz between innings, chatting up the plate ump. Tolliver ready. And the 1-2 and a swing and a bouncer foul off the front of the Revs dugout fence. I have the pleasure of sitting behind Polo on the bus. It's been that way since 2010. Every day he tries to tell me a different bus time in hopes of messing me up. Here's a swing and a foul back upstairs. Hasn't happened yet. It's a streak I'd like to keep alive. Mace will say, bus at 3:15 tomorrow. Polo says, Daryl, for you, 4:15. I haven't believed him yet. Tolliver delivers, and a swing and a pop-up, foul ground at first. Ard heading over toward the stands, and he's got room. Just onto the warning track, plenty of room for him. Catch is made for the first out. I'll bring up Jared Mitchell. Mitchell denied a walk, a steal, and a run in the second, then lined out to first base in the third. Continuing our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report, it's so long now it requires multiple innings to get through it. Tyler Clark will be x-rayed when the team gets home. Swollen thumb, caught a pitch wrong and got thumbed. Pitch to Mitchell is up and away. That was on Sunday. He's got it all wrapped up. I think it felt worse yesterday maybe than it even did Sunday. The 1-0 and a foul back against the screen, so they'll make sure that he's okay structurally. They signed Roger Diaz earlier today, Venezuelan native, now lives in South Carolina, 27-year-old who was in the Empire League previously, played in college at Grambling State. A 1-1 and a slider called strike. So he's in the bullpen tonight and would be brought in, heaven forbid, if anything happened to Cruz. The Revs also have Zach Wilson on the DL with the groin injury and a handful of guys playing through stuff. There's the 1-2 and a swing and a pop-up left side. It's the shortstop Lyons who's under it waiting, still waiting, and makes a two-hand grab, a skyscraping pop-up from Mitchell. Two pop-ups for the lefty Tolliver, and two down here in the sixth. Of course, Frank DeGiulio Jr., unfortunately, will be on that report all year. He had Tommy John surgery about a month ago, or a little over a month ago now. Here's Michael Burgess, who's struck out both times tonight. They overshift him like always here. Revs down 4-3 in the sixth. First pitch, a slider. It's a called strike. Tolliver was up briefly with the Astros last year. He got a World Series ring, joined them on their trip to the White House. 0-1, and a swing and a fly foul the other way, off to the left. Appeared in 3 games. Most of the rest of the year, he was at AAA Fresno. After beginning the year briefly at AA in the Mariners system. He comes set. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball inside. Burgess backs up. Tolliver made 5 big league appearances, the first 5 of his career with the Orioles in 2016. Came up in the Orioles system. Now ready, the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Slider up in the zone, gets Burgess swinging. He is struck out for the 3rd time tonight as he chucks the bat and the helmet aside. And Tolliver goes 1-2-3, 2 pop-ups and a K. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 4-3 Long Island.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the bottom of the sixth. It is 4-3 in Long Island. Pat McCoy, a quick, clean 1-2-3 fifth inning. He'll look for another one here. Right now, it's been the Revs facing a different reliever each inning, and they've been held in check. Ramon Cabrera leads off. He takes the strike. As that one slices the outside black. Perfect spot for McCoy, who's gotten Cabrera to pop up and strike out tonight. There's the 0-1, and a swing and a high chop to first. One big hop to Burgess, who waits for it. And he'll call off McCoy and tiptoe over himself. Stepping on first, one away. And another quick out.
Long Island third baseman, number 2, Cody Puckett, number 2.
That'll bring on Cody Puckett, who is struck out and reached on an error and scored. Ducks with 2 unearned runs in the fourth. First pitch is outside. Now Puckett hit it hard, but right at Dent, and it might have taken a little skip. Hit him in the hand. Pitch is lined to short, and Dent goes to the ground and makes a backhand grab just above the dirt. It was sinking, and he saw it. Now he walks a little gingerly away from that. He might have rolled the ankle as he went down to grab it. Great, another thing for Chong. Chong needs less things. 2 down in the inning, and that one hit off the end of the bat, sinking. He saw he could get down and catch it on the fly, and he did. And he'll shake it off. Here's Daniel Fields. First pitch, down and in. Fields 1 for 2. Home run to right center in the third. Revs were up 3-0. That made it 3-1, but then McCoy jammed him and popped him up in the fourth. Here's the 1-0. And this time he hits him. Fastball running high and inside, and it clipped the jersey as Fields was backing up. Got the bagginess of the jersey, not the human, but still goes down as a hit by pitch. 2-out base runner for Dan Lyons. He tonight has walked and blooped an RBI single, which tied it in the fourth. And that got his average up to 179. But against the Revs, he's 5 for 14. McCoy into his stretch. First offering, it's down and away. Cruz a clean grab. The RBI for Lyons, his third against the Revs. So he's had some of his best success against York here this season. It's his 8th season with the Ducks. The pitch, fastball in at the knees, a called strike. 3-time Atlantic League All-Star. He was the league's Defensive Player of the Year in 2015. Now the 1-1, nope, it's a throw to first, and Fields was running. Burgess has to rifle it, and safe is the call. McCoy took his time on the throw over. Fields never slowed down. He took off running, and Burgess then tried to gun it to second. Dent with the catch, reached for the tag, but Fields head first got to the back corner. And he'll have his 5th stolen base of the year on a play where it looked like the Revs might be out of the inning right there. 1-1. And another runner in scoring position for Lyons. After McCoy had the first 2 outs, he's ready with it. The 1-1 and a swing and a miss. Fastball. Trying to keep it a 1-run game, 4-3. Long Island leading here in the bottom of the 6th. McCoy hunched forward, has his sign, the stretch. And the 1-2. Swinging a shot towards short. Dent backhands, off balance, fadeaway, throw! One hop and safe the call at first. It was close. And Lyons legs out an infield hit. He's on base for the third time tonight. A one-hopper to deep short. Dent did all he could against his shortstop counterpart. Went way to his right. Grabbed it, and the off-balance fadeaway throw on a hop almost got him. Got rid of it as quickly as he could. He's also playing with probably a sore ankle after the catch that he made earlier this inning. A great effort, but safe at first, and that's it for McCoy tonight with the top of the order coming around again. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. It's first and third with 2 outs in the inning, an infield hit. And it looks like righty Devin Watts is coming in. We'll tell you about him when we come back. Ducks lead at 4-3 here in the 6th.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
It is Devin Watts who's on for the Revs. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts.
And the second baseman, number 15, Jordani Valderstein, number 15.
He will inherit first and third with 2 outs. 4-3 Long Island, trying to keep it a 1-run game. Valderstein tonight 2 for 3. RBI single in the 4th, back to the top of their order. And Watts tonight making his fourth appearance with York. From the stretch, his first offering, fastball, it's in there for a strike. So far, 3 2/3 innings, 1 run given up by the righty. His last in Sunday against Sugar Land, 2/3 scoreless that day. Signed 8 days ago. Here's the 0-1 and a fastball strike on the outside corner. Good velocity and located brilliantly. He began the year in the Braves system, Double-A and High-A. Just his 3rd pro season, all with Atlanta previously. Mooresville, North Carolina native. He's set. Here's the 0-2 runner from first, takes off, and a swing and a miss. It won't matter. Valderstein flips the bat and the helmet away as Watts with a 2-seamer running off the plate away gets the former big league vet to strike out swinging. He leaves both runners. No runs, 1 hit. And 2 men left. We'll go to the 7th here tonight. Revs still down a run. It's 4-3.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Luis Cruz leading off the 7th, and the first pitch is inside. Revs trail 4-3. Asher Tolliver stays in. Here's the 1-0. It is a called strike at the knees. They have used relievers an inning at a time through the 4th and 5th, and now Tolliver will try to give them multiple. After a 1-2-3-6, the pitch, a swing and a miss. He helped him out. Fastball high and away. And it is 1-2. Last night, Cruz started the 4-run 8th inning with a big base hit. Revs down a run, going to the late innings again tonight. Tolliver sets and deals, and a swing and a miss. Gets him with the fastball, and he's retired all 4 that he's faced. The last 2 on strikeouts, 1 away here in the 7th. Revs Baseball brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, the official transportation provider of the Revs. Here's Jose Cuevas, 1 for 2, an RBI single in the 2nd inning. Made it 1-0 at the time. Tolliver to the plate, and a swing and a high fly, left center field. Fields and Bonifacio head after it. The center fielder, Bonifacio, is there. Hit pretty deep, but Cuevas didn't quite square that one up. And in deep left center, the catch is made, 2 away. Bring on Ryan Dent, who tonight has fouled the catcher and walked. Revs were up 3-0 when Melky Mesa hit a blast in the 3rd inning. That was tonight's Jimmy John's delivery of the game. Jimmy John's will deliver to the entire office, now from 3 locations in York. 970 Loucks Road, 2058 South Queen Street, and 150 Memory Lane. Jimmy John's, where fresh and fast meet. Ryan Dent takes ball 1 off the plate outside. 4-3 Long Island here in the 7th inning. The Revs just 4 hits. None since the Mesa home run in the 3rd. The pitch, a swing and a miss. As Dent cut it loose but came up empty. Ducks pitchers have retired 12 of the last 13. Only a walk in there. 1-1, and a line smash to right center, base hit for Dent. Bonifacio up the alley to cut it off. He'll spin and fire it in. It's a 2-out single for Dent, who hit it on the nose. And the tying run is on base. Their first hit since the third inning. They won last night despite being shut out on 3 hits through 7. Tonight, that is their 5th hit. And we go to the top of the order, and Travis Witherspoon 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch is over at the knees, a strike called. Witherspoon trying to snap out of a 1 for 15 the last 4 games. The previous 13, he hit .383. There's the stretch. The 0-1, and it's off the plate away. Revs last night, their 3rd win of the year when down after 7. The Ducks, their 4th loss of the year when leading after 7. There's the 1-1, and a swing and a miss. Fastball kept away from him. One ball, 2 strikes. Revs have had their share of late game wins on the road. Not any walk-offs at home just yet, but some late wins away. Here's a throw over, and Dent is back standing. Tolliver trying to give them 2 innings and get it to the setup and closer potentially. They never could get it to K-Rod last night. Now ready at the belt, the 1-2, and a swing and a miss. Fastball, he raised it and came in a little bit. And Witherspoon tied up, swings through it. 3 strikeouts in 2 scoreless innings for the lefty Tolliver. Gave up a 2-out single, but that's it. Stretch time here in Central Islip. It's Long Island 4, York 3.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Neighbors not so neighborly anymore? Sick of the size of your current home? Is renting feeling like a relentless waste of money? Agent Adam knows the feeling. With a 100% contract-to-close track record, Agent Adam and Housebroker Realty will sell your home quickly and help you buyers explore new home ownership with confidence. Go to agentadamsells.com or call 717-757-9999 and ask for Agent Adam personally. That's agentadamsells.com or 717-757-9999.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Four to 3, Long Island leading as Devin Watts stays on here in the bottom of the 7th. Emilio Bonifacio will lead off. 2-3-4 due up. That's what the Revs will have in the 8th. 2-3-4. Watts trying to keep it a 1-run game. First pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball, good life, two-seamer down in the zone, running away. Bonifacio pulled off of it. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored a run. 0-1, and a ground ball rolled over to second. Alexi to a knee, comes up with it, throws to first, one away. Watts here in his 4th appearance. He has just gotten Valdespin on a strikeout, the league's leading hitter. Bonifacio on a rollover. He's facing some big hitters here. Seems to be getting more comfortable here with his new team. And here's Travis Snyder, who's 1 for 3, RBI double in 3rd. Watts set. First pitch, it is a little low. That was close. Watts, 6-foot righty, 23 years old. Now the 1-0, and a line drive to right center field, base hit. That one up the gap. Witherspoon slides to cut it off. And he'll pop up and fire it in, but it's a double for Snyder, his 2nd of the night. And he is now 10 for 22 against the Revs. He's been their toughest out. So an insurance runner at second. If Watts can keep it a 1-run game, the 8th inning is where the Ducks couldn't put it away last night. Luis Cruz having a chat with Richard Katz here, and it might have been about the first pitch on Snyder that Watts didn't get. Here's Ford, who's 0 for 3. And Watts the pitch, missed inside. If they can keep it a 1-run game, they have 3 pretty big hitters coming up in the 8th. Right now, 4-3 Long Island. 4 tonight, ground out, fly out, strikeout. There's the 1-0, and a slider called strike. Good one there from Watts, broke from one side of the plate to the other. On the stretch, a peek back, the 1-1, and a broken bat, flare into shallow left. Snyder being sent around third. Dotel can't handle it cleanly, trying to rush to get a throw in, and it's 5-3 Long Island. Lou Ford, a broken bat RBI single into shallow left. What are you going to do? He is now 1 for 22 against the Revs this season. It's his first hit in 16 at-bats over the last 4 games. And I don't think it was a bad pitch. Watts got in on him, broke the bat, but Ford flares it in. Snyder hit his hard, the double before that, but I don't think Cruz was too happy with the way that at-bat started as far as the strike zone. Here's Taylor Ard, who takes a strike. They have a pinch runner, Anthony Vega, at first base for Ford. And he faked going on the first pitch, which drew a look from Cruz. Vega, the pinch runner, and Watts will throw over. He dives back. I guess that's pretty much what Ford does now. DHs and it's pinch run for late in the game. Throw to first. Vega crawls back. Ford came in hitting under 250, under 200 with runners in scoring position, but Kevin Baez leaving him in the cleanup spot. It's also a member of Baez's coaching staff. Another move to first, and Vega dives in again. Ard tonight, 1 for 3, singled and scored in the fourth. Watts the stretch, the 0-1, Vega runs, swing and a miss. Cruz the throw, it was low. Watts had the duck, and did Vega come off at second? He almost did. Cruz had to rush the throw, he yanked it. Casilla went to the other side of second, kept the tag on in case Vega came off, and he almost did on the pop-up, but it's a stolen base. That is his 8th in 9 attempts in just 20 games played. And they used him in a game in York to pinch run. He stole 2 bases and from third base scored the winning run in the 9th of a game a couple weeks back. Takes the double play away. Alexi right up the middle holding him. The pitch to Ard way high, 1-2. Now, most often, Mace will have a reliever finish an inning and then not come back out, go to somebody else to start the next inning cleanly, but they have to re-rack the bullpen a bit. 1-2, and a swing and a miss. Slider down and away, gets him. 2 outs in the inning. That's Watt's second strikeout. And that's a product of being in the bullpen so early on Sunday. Carson being in the rotation now. Now Cabrera, the hitter, they will elect to put him on intentionally. First base open. And go after not the righty Cody Puckett. They're going to pinch hit left-hand hitting David Washington instead. Cabrera, the switch hitter, put on, and now the chess match. Won't be Puckett, it'll be Washington pinch hitting. And he can stay in to play first. Ard, the first baseman, can go over to third next inning. Now Washington in there. First and second with 2 outs. And the first pitch, fastball down low. Washington hitting .248, does have 8 home runs, 27 driven in. Watts ready. There's the 1-0, and a swing and a miss. Good one down in the zone. Now, behind in the game, you're less likely to match up. You're more likely to leave a guy in for 4 outs, like in this situation, save somebody else. Revs trying to get everybody reset. The 1-1, and a slider right down the middle for ball 2. I think that fooled Katz. That thing looked perfect, and he didn't get it. Now the stretch. The 2-1, and there's a strike. Fastball to the outer half. 2-2 the count. Now Piguero might be down again tomorrow, maybe available again Thursday after he went 3 2/3. So again, still trying to get everybody reloaded. Here's the 2-2, and a fastball up high. Washington started with the hands, but stopped. They appeal out near shortstop. Jorge Terran said no swing. Pretty good pop on that high fastball from the young righty, but Washington holds back a full count. Both runners will have a head start. Vega from second, Cabrera from first. Here's the stretch from Watts. And the payoff pitch. Swinging a drive to left center. Witherspoon on the run. Dives, and he makes a great diving catch. Save saves 2 runs. Travis Witherspoon on a dead sprint. And a full extension dive in the gap in left center. He steals 2 runs. And a big potential extra base hit from Washington, who looks at him and says, "What are you doing to me?" That could have put the game away. But Witherspoon with flat-out robbery on a ball that was slicing away from him. He somehow reached it. Only 1 run scores, 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the 8th, 5-3 Long Island.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking. That natural walking motion is great for almost everybody, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Asics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. Flying Feet sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 8th, right-hander Colton Murray is the new pitcher for Long Island. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. They will try him in the 8th tonight. O'Grady did not get it done last night. They never did get the ball to K-Rod. And Alexi Casilla will lead off. Revs down 2 this time, 5-3. But it could have been at least 4. First pitch to Alexi, that's over for a strike. If not for Spoonie, I don't think it would have been an inside the Parker had he missed. His Dotel was nearby as well, but Washington was already approaching second and ball slicing away. I don't know how he reached it, but he did. Diving to the backhand side. Here's a sinker down low. 1-1 to Casilla, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Dotel and Mesa will follow. 8th inning is where they made their move last night. Now Murray, the former big leaguer, set. A 1-1 and a fastball called strike. So he jumps in front. 4 outings for Murray since signing. He is 0-1. 2.46 ERA. 8 strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings. 8 of his 11 outs. 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks. So 1-2. And a swing and a miss. A sinker down low. And Alexi spins out and strikes out swinging. 1 away. And that'll bring up Wellington Dotel. Ducks bullpen, after coughing it up last night, they have been on point tonight. Now 4 1/3 scoreless innings. And here's Dotel. Revs down 5-3. Murray fires, and Dotel tries to bunt his way on. It's a great bunt, but it just trickled foul. It was just inside the grass on all dirt. rolling about halfway to third. The depth was perfect, but it just angled foul at the end. Murray hustled over to pick it up. Good idea, and Dotel will often try that and surprise opposing defenses. He waits. He doesn't give away the look too soon at all. He'll take some time after that sprint toward first and adjust the batting gloves and climb back in. Mesa, quick pitch from Murray, and he misses high. That was cute. 1 ball, 1 strike. I wonder if perhaps he didn't care for Dotel catching his breath. Now takes his time, the 1-1, and that's inside. Murray paused on his leg lift against Casilla, and now we see him try a quick pitch, and it didn't work. Now ready, the 2-1, and a broken bat. Pfister at short. Lyons scampers in to grab it. Broke the bat off the handle, and a humpback liner handled by Lyons hustling in. 2 down here in the 8th. And that prevents Mesa from representing the tying run. He bombed 1 in the 3rd, 1 for 3 with a 2-run blast. He will bat with the bases empty here. If he can get on, Jared Mitchell on deck. Murray was up with the Phillies a couple years ago. And his first pitch here, a slider snaps into the dirt. Actually, 2 years ago, or parts of 2 years, I should say, 2015 and 16. 13th round pick of the Phillies in 2011. Out of the University of Kansas. Kansas native. Comes home and misses down and away, ball 2. He began this year at AAA New Orleans, where he was a baby cake. The New Orleans baby cakes in the Marlins system. Spent his first 7 years in the Phillies organization. Now to 2-0. Oh, look out. Ran inside on Mesa. Got a piece of him. And that'll put him on. A hit by pitch. Glanced off the arms, I believe. And that'll make Jared Mitchell the tying run. Kevin Baez to that top step. What's he going to do? He's going to eat a sunflower seed. Mitchell is 0 for 2 with a walk, a steal, and a run scored tonight. Valdespin trying to figure out what they want to do defensively. Do they want no doubles or not? Trying to relay that to Snyder in right field. So here's Mitchell. Revs down 5-3 in the 8th. And first pitch, swings and fouls it off. A little late on it to the third base side. No balls and a strike. Murray was in spring training this year with Tampa Bay, was released and then signed with Miami, where he opened the year at AAA. Now ready. They play behind Mesa. Pitch to Mitchell. A swing and a miss. Fastball up. He pulled the trigger but couldn't connect. And Murray a strike away from getting it into K-Rod's hands for the 9th inning. Revs down 5-3 here in the 8th. There's the stretch. They set up in on Mitchell. The 0-2, it is inside. As he lifts the hands out of harm's way. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Ducks. 3-5-1 for York. Revs haven't scored since the third. Only 1 hit since then when they led 3-0. It's been 5 unanswered for Long Island. Here's the stretch. The 1-2 and a slider in the dirt. Ricochets off Cabrera and back toward Burgess on deck. As Mesa trots ahead to second. Wild pitch. And at the very least now, a base hit could potentially make it a 1-run game again. You don't have to get it all back now. Cabrera will chat briefly as Richard Katz is trying to get the best angle to hear that. And he says no visit. It's only about signs. So now 2-2 on Mitchell. Mesa at second, 2 outs. Revs down 2 here in the 8th inning. And Murray is ready. And he deals. Swinging a towering fly in right, but he just got under it. Snyder walks in a couple short steps, waiting, and he makes the grab. And the side is retired. I think Mitchell barreled that had he not scraped the bottom side of the baseball. I think he just got under it and missed a game-tying shot by centimeters on that ball. No runs, no hits, and 1 left. That was a good-looking swing. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is still 5-3 Long Island.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
If you are facing retirement decisions, Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group can develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, we will guide you on Social Security benefits, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, pension choices, and distribution options. We can explain employer benefit plans and retirement systems such as PESERS and TIA-CREF. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great tasting family tradition.
Hi, I'm Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Catch Sixers basketball all season on Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Right-hander James Pugliese, the new pitcher for the Revs, bottom 8. Long Island a 5-3 lead, looking to even this series. It'll be Fields, Lyons, and Valdespin due up 8-9-1. Pugliese appearing in his 4th game. And thus far, 2 1/3 innings, 4 runs, most of that done on Sunday. First pitch to Fields is a changeup for a strike. He's charged with 3 runs on Sunday in that 13-5 loss. The 0-1 and a fastball, strike 2 called. Good velo on that, ripping through the zone. And for Pugliese, couple those runs after he left on Sunday. There's the wind, the 0-2, and a changeup down low, appeal toward third. Fields flinched but didn't offer. Pugliese also a run his previous outing on Friday. He was scoreless in his debut last Wednesday. It was the 1-2, and a fastball in tight. Fields jumps back. We still can't get him a hat that stays on. He's got the black hat tonight, and that just fell off to the side. The 2-2, and he fouls it back and out of play. Back to the changeup there. Fields 1 for 2 tonight, homered in the third. Blute pop out. I think he broke his bat back in the fourth when McCoy got him. And then hit by a pitch in the sixth. Pitch to him, swings and fouls it back. Pugliese really got in on the hands there. But Fields does spoil it. Pugliese, former Cubs prospect, just signed last Monday with Watts, and he backs off the mound. 25-year-old from Trenton, New Jersey. Wind the pitch, swinging a foul tip, and Cruz upset with himself. He couldn't hang on. It bounced in and out of his glove, out in front of the plate. Good life on that fastball, though. And a sliver away from getting Fields there. They'll try it again. Pugliese winds, fires. Change up, pulled on the ground, right side. Alexi lays out, rolls over, throws to Pugliese, but he had to reach into the feet of Fields, who might have beaten it anyway. It's an infield hit. And the Ducks find another hole tonight. Leadoff infield hit here in the bottom of the eighth. And Pugliese's hat lays there on the side of the mound while the rest of him hustled over to cover first base. That's a good pitch. Either the sinker or the changeup away, and Fields hit it off the end of the bat, rolled it over, but Burgess laid out, couldn't reach it. Alexi dove full stretch. He could reach it, but Fields ran too well for the play to be made. Here's Dan Lyons, who tries to bunt and bunts foul behind the plate. Casilla tumbled over and desperately threw toward Pugliese, but he had to reach basically right into the path of Fields. There's the 0-1 to Lyons, and he bunts it in front of the mound. Pugliese comes in, Cruz points to first, and Pugliese does his job and throws there. Alexi covering, sacrifice is good, 1-4. Fields goes to second. And he's there with one out. Lyons bunted a squeeze bunt, walk-off hit to win the 2012 championship in Game 5 against Lancaster. So his bunts are legendary around here. Here's Valdespin at the top of the order, 2 for 4 tonight. RBI single in the fourth. Pugliese with the pitch. It's a changeup down low. 5-3 Long Island here in the bottom of the eighth. Pugliese went to junior college in Jersey. 18th round pick of the Cubs in 2011. 6'3 righty, got as high as AA. At AA, a 2.99 ERA. Pitch, it's up high, fastball, 2-0. Started this year at AA Tennessee. Last year he was 7-2 there with a 1.84 ERA for the Tennessee Smokies. 40 outings, even made 7 starts. Had great numbers across the board. Pitch is a changeup, and it just missed. Down and in, 3-0. Looks like Valdespin having a chat with Cruz. Pugliese ready. They set up away. 3-0 pitch is right over for a strike. In his career, Pugliese 3.42 ERA. 10 saves along the way. Now time asked for. Valdespin backs out. Take a practice swing and reload. Runner at second with one out. Revs trying to prevent another insurance run from crossing. Here's the 3-1. And it misses down and in. Valdespin with the walk. Does set up a double play. Bonifacio the hitter. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Sugar Land has just broken a tie and leads Lancaster 3-1 in the fourth. And if they win, they will be in first place. Probably for the first time since the first week of the season, I would imagine, the way that Lancaster started. New Britain and Somerset scoreless in the 8th. Pitch to Bonifacio is down and in. Cruz backhand pick. He'll be handed a new ball as that one picked up some dirt. Southern Maryland leads the Road Warriors 5-1 in the 9th, playing for pride. The other two games all are massive for the first half. Here's the 1-0. Fastball inside corner, called strike. Bonifacio 0 for 3. 3 ground balls, has reached on a hit by pitch, has a steal and a run tonight as well. And the 1-1, change up down low, and it was boxed by Cruz. That one fooled him, but he kept it nearby off the leather. Roger Diaz just signed today. He is stationed in the Revs bullpen catching relievers tonight. Tyler Clark is at least down for a few days with a swollen hand. Here's the 2-1. And a pop foul down the third base side and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bonifacio, 11 years in the big leagues. The 2-2, fastball just missed low. Now it goes full. Now he's a good contact hitter, and they have decent speed on base. We shall see if they run here. They do not. Pitch is popped up, foul ground. Cuevas checks the stands, heading over, and he's got room, makes the grab. On a low pop fly behind third, he had about another step to spare, makes the grab, 2 outs in the inning. Now the dangerous Travis Snyder coming up.
Travis Snyder, number 23.
Snyder tonight, 2 for 4, 2 doubles. Drove in a run in the third, scored a run last inning. It is 5-3 Long Island here in the 8th. And Pugliese the pitch, change up, it's right there for a strike. Revs in the 9th will have Burgess, Cruz, and Cuevas due. And assuming that it's K-Rod who's loosening, hidden from our view in the right field corner. The 0-1, and a foul back to the net. Came back with the hard stuff. Snyder was a tick late. And Pugliese has the jump on the big league vet. Snyder Snyder, 8 years in the majors, Toronto, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore. Most recently, 2015 with the Orioles. Now the stretch. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, was it? Foul tip. A high fastball, and it just popped out of Cruz's glove. Didn't have a signal right away from Richard Katz whether it was missed or foul tip, but Snyder just stays alive. So we'll do it again. Puglisi ready, the stretch and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. He got him this time on a fastball down and away to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left, and Puglisi bounces back tonight with a scoreless frame in the 8th. Last chance for the Revs as we head to the 9th. Long Island a 5-3 lead.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Feeling sad or anxious all of the time? Do you wish life at home was less stressful? You've tried, but nothing seems to work. Presley Ridge is here to help. Our team of compassionate mental health professionals can help you get back in control of your life. Presley Ridge offers mental health services for all ages in York and Harrisburg. Make your appointment today. Call 717-845-6624 or visit us online at presleyridge.org/outpatient.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Last chance for the Revs tonight as we go to the 9th, and they will try to come back against 16-year Major League vet K-Rod. Francisco Rodriguez. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. He's 4th on the Majors all-time saves list with 437. Holds the Major League record for saves in a season, 62 in 2008 with the Angels. Led the majors in saves 3 times, 05, 06, 08. 6-time All-Star. And Michael Burgess up first. Overshift. First pitch is down and in. Rodriguez spins to the finish. A little bit of an awkward landing. Burgess tonight, 3 at-bats, 3 strikeouts. K-Rod now high 80s, low 90s fastball. Holds the hands low. Big leg kick, and Burgess smokes one foul. A little early on it, past the bag at first. Strike 1. Also a 2-seamer, a curveball, a changeup. Changeup with downward drop. Something he's known for. Here's the 1-1. And a swing and a high fly, right center field. Hit pretty deep. Snyder is back at the wall, jumping up, and he's got it. On the middle of the warning track, I'm not sure if he had to jump, but right in front of the fence in deep right center, Snyder hauls it in. Burgess hits it deep against K-Rod, but comes up a couple of feet shy of at least extra bases to start the 9th inning. Here is Luis Cruz. K-Rod in the big leagues as he fires, and a breaking ball called strike. His changeup was among the highest whiff rates on that pitch by relievers. Among the most swings and misses on a changeup by a relief pitcher over the past decade or so. He deals, and a breaking ball, strike 2 called. Nothing in 2 the count. Now sets, and he fires and misses high. He's got that big glove arm swing where the glove flies high. Very unique delivery. There are 3 pitchers who have more saves than K-Rod does. Here's the 1-2, and he tried to check, slider in the dirt. He's rung up on the appeal to first. Cabrera blocked it. Up along the first base line, Cruz will walk away. And that is out number 2. Mariano Rivera, 652. Trevor Hoffman, 601. Lee Smith, 478. And K-Rod, 437. Ahead of former Met John Franco, 13 ahead of him. 15 ahead of Billy Wagner. Here's Cuevas. First pitch is down low. Last year, the Ducks had Eric Gagne on the roster for a time. Some big name closers here. The 1-0, and a curveball breaks low. Cuevas started and stopped. We also had David Ardsma here last year. He's now in coaching or scouting, I saw. 2-0 to Cuevas, and a ground ball sharply to third, but backhanded cleanly by Taylor Ard. He throws it across to first, and that'll do it. It's a 1-2-3 save for Francisco Rodriguez, his 11th with Long Island. And the Ducks even the series, winning tonight by a final score of 5-3. Rodriguez, 3rd in the Atlantic League in saves this season, and 4th in Major League history. He's got his 11th here. Revs jumped to a 3-0 lead in the early innings, but the Ducks with 5 unanswered from the 3rd through the 7th, and they win it tonight 5-3. They snap a 3-game skid as they go back above 500 by a game, and they send the Revs back to the 500 mark at 27-27. 5-3 the final score. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York, and at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hey guys, is it time to get your hair in the game? Time to claim your spot! Then it's time to check in online at sportclips.com/check-in for a fresh cut, legendary hot steam towel and massaging shampoo. Time to claim your spot! So do your hair a favor by checking in online and arrive just in time for your Sport Clips MVP haircut experience while you surround yourself with sports on TV. Get in line online at sportclips.com/check-in. Time to claim your spot!
This is Doug Sprankle, sales manager at York Mitsubishi, and I'm here to introduce the biggest nothing you've ever heard of. It's time for Nada Zip Zilch. That's what you pay in finance charges over 72 months with some of our most popular Mitsubishis, like the amazing all-new Eclipse Cross, the 7-passenger Outlander, and the ever-popular Outlander Sport. And to top that off, have a worry-free summer in your new Mitsubishi with no payments for 90 days. Gas prices got you down? Check out the high-tech, best-selling Outlander PHEV plug-in hybrid, rated at an amazing 74 miles per gallon equivalent for the 40-plus mile per gallon Mirage. It's like a go-kart on steroids for only $11,990. Big savings, top dollar for all trade-ins, and we want to approve everyone for credit. That means you too. More stuff for less money and almost twice the warranty of the competition. It's only at York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishi's always costs less. Come check us out at YorkMitsubishi.com.
This hour on WOYK is brought to you by Maple Donuts. Quality you can see.
York Country Day School is an independent college preparatory school. It inspires and nurtures the innovative and creative spirit of students as they pursue their intellectual promise. At York Country Day School, students are known and valued, which allows them to engage as compassionate, bold, and active citizens as they identify a purpose outside of themselves and generate the call to better the world. York Country Day School is currently enrolling students beginning at age 2 years, 7 months through grade 12. We invite you to visit for a day and stay for the education of a lifetime. For more information, visit www.ycds.org.
Need to get some cash? No problem. Head to Royal Farms, step up to the ATM, and
get your cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Yep, that's the way we do it at Royal Farms. Some retailers charge to use their ATMs. We don't. Our ATMs are surcharge-free, so you can always get
cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Anytime, at all Royal Farms ATMs.
A bank or credit card fee may apply.
When your kids are bored, your garage is overflowing, and your patio furniture is on its last legs, you need Penn Dutch Structures. Our selection of Amish-crafted sheds, swing sets, gazebos, and outdoor furniture includes everything you need to play, relax, and entertain all year long. Shop our impressive selection of in-stock structures or work with our professionals to customize a made-to-order structure that meets all your needs. Visit Penn Dutch Structures on site at the markets at Shrewsbury, located off I-83 on the Susquehanna Trail. That's Penn Dutch Structures on site at the markets at Shrewsbury.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Revs fall tonight 5-3, the final here at Long Island. Ducks even this series. We welcome you to the post-game show as the Revs fall to 27-27. Long Island snaps a 3-game skid. They go to 28-27, and actually now also 4-1 against the Revs this season. Or I'm sorry, 4-2 against the Revs this season. Took 3 out of 4 in York. Teams have split the first 2 games here. And recapping things here tonight, it was the Revs who jumped in front early, scoring in the second inning. Jared Mitchell walked, stole second against spot starter Lee Sosa, who struck out the next 2. But with 2 outs, Jose Cuevas sprayed one into right field, an RBI single, and Mitchell came around to beat the throw from Travis Snyder, and the Revs had a 1-0 lead. Pat McCoy sharp early, scoreless in the first, only hit a batter there. 1-2-3 in the second inning then. And in the third, with 2 outs and nobody on, Wellington Dotel singled up the middle. That got Malky Mesa to the plate, and Mesa crushed a 2-run homer to deep left, giving the Revs a 3-0 lead. But they did not score the rest of the night. Only had 3 base runners the rest of the night. A walk, a hit batter, and a single. The last hit came from Dent in the 7th inning. And meanwhile, the Ducks would chip away with 2 in the third, go in front with 2 in the fourth, and put up an insurance run in the 7th with a total of 5 unanswered. In the third inning, Daniel Fields, a first pitch home run to right center to get Long Island on the board. Then Dan Lyons walked. Jordani Valdespin singled to right to make it first and third. McCoy got a huge break and had a chance to get out of the inning with no further damage. Emilio Bonifacio hit a comebacker, and Lyons strayed too far from third, and they ended up with a 1-5-2-5-6 double play, getting Lyons in the rundown. Valdespin got greedy, tried to go the whole way to third, and Cuevas turned and tossed to Dent covering there in time for a second out. It was a marvelous play, but with 2 outs, Travis Snyder came through with an RBI double to right center, and that sliced the Revs' lead to 3-2. Then in the 4th inning, Taylor Ard a leadoff single. McCoy struck out Cabrera looking, but with 1 out, Cody Puckett a sharp ground ball to short. Looked like an inning-ending double play ball, but it hit Dent in the hand, went for an error. And after McCoy did get Fields to hit a bloop pop-up to short for the second out, Dan Lyons with 2 outs and the innings still alive blooped an RBI single to left center to tie the game. Jordani Valdespin then grounded one up the middle. That gave the Ducks the lead. Both runs were unearned as Long Island went in front 4-3. McCoy came back and retired the next 6 in a row, and a lot of quick outs on that stretch as he gave the Revs 5 2/3 tonight. 4 runs, only 2 earned, but did suffer the loss in this one. Walked only 1, struck out 4, gave up 7 hits in his 5 2/3. Devin Watts came in with 2 on and 2 out in the 6th, struck out Valdespin, but did allow a run in the 7th inning when Snyder doubled with 1 out and Lou Ford sprayed a broken bat single into left to bring Snyder home. And it could have been a bigger lead for Long Island, but Travis Witherspoon made an all-out, unbelievable diving grab in left center off the bat of pinch hitter David Washington to end the 7th and strand 2 runners. But the Revs were unable to solve Long Island's bullpen tonight as 5 relievers combined for 6 innings of 1 hit ball. And that unit tonight, our Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group players of the game. Brandon Pinder in his Atlantic League debut got the win with a 1-2-3-4. They took the lead in the bottom of the 4th inning. Carlos Pimentel, a leadoff walk in the 5th, but nothing else. Asher Tolliver went 2 innings, giving up just 1 base hit. In the 8th, it was Colton Murray, who worked a scoreless frame, hit Mesa with 2 outs, but only 1 runner, and then K-Rod was perfect in the 9th. So that's how it played out tonight, a 5-3 final as the Ducks do even this series. We'll take a look at our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard before we leave you here this evening. And Lancaster has gotten a run back. They trail 3-2 in Sugar Land in the 5th inning. They dropped the opener 8-3 last night. Their Freedom Division first half lead is cut to a half game. Sugar Land has won 3 in a row. If they win a 4th in a row tonight, the Skeeters will be in first place. 9th inning at Somerset, New Britain scratched across a run in the 8th, and they lead it at Somerset 1-0 in the 9th inning. If that score holds, Somerset's lead will be cut to 3 over both Long Island and New Britain. The Bees have come out of nowhere, and tonight they're trying to win their 5th in a row and go to 16-8 in June and get to within 3 games in the Liberty Division standings. And a final from Southern Maryland, the Blue Crabs beat the Road Warriors. That final score 5-1. Major League games, Orioles trail the Mariners 3-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Phillies were shut out by Luis Severino. I don't know if he went the distance or not, but it was a 6-0 final as the Yankees win the first 2 of that series at Citizens Bank Park. Red Sox lead the Angels 9-1 in the 8th at Fenway. Tigers up 7-6 on the A's in the 7th. Pirates and Mets are 3-3 in the 8th at Citi Field. Diamondbacks up 5-3 in Miami in the bottom of the 7th. The Reds have a 3-1 lead with Matt Harvey working into the 7th, leading 3-1 in Atlanta. That game in the bottom of the 7th inning. Rangers up 2-0 on the Padres in the 5th. Twins and White Sox in a rain delay have yet to start in Chicago. Brewers lead the Royals 5-0 in the 6th. The Astros on top of the Blue Jays 2-0 in the 6th. Indians and Cardinals have just started. I assume a rain delay there. No score in the 1st in St. Louis. And the Rays beat the Nationals 1-0 as Max Scherzer suffered the loss, now 10-4. Apparently an altercation at the end of the game as the Rays won it 1-0 at Tropicana Field. I'm sure that was fun. Cubs and Dodgers coming up in about 15 minutes, as are the Rockies and the Giants. And that is your York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard here tonight. Final in our game, Revs fall here out in Long Island 5-3. Your totals in this one for the Revs, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They leave 5 on base. Long Island 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and they strand 10. Brandon Pinder the win. He is 1-0. Pat McCoy the loss, 1-3. K-Rod with his 11th save. Time of the game, 2 hours, 56 minutes, played in front of 3,683 here at Bethpage Ballpark tonight. Well, we're halfway through this visit. Game 3 of the 4-game series is tomorrow night, 6:35 first pitch again. We'll be on at 6:15 as Joe Van Meter makes the start. 2-2 with a 3.63 ERA, and the Long Island native, originally from the island, now makes his home in Virginia, but he will start tomorrow against Bennett Perry for the Ducks. Our first look at the lefty, he is 4-0 with a 1.97 ERA here in the early stages of 2018. Among the league leaders in earned run average, and the Revs will face Perry for the first time tomorrow. In fact, he is second in the league in ERA currently, 0.02 runs behind Darrell Thompson of Southern Maryland, who unfortunately will be sidelined for a while. He suffered a broken jaw on a line drive back at the mound last week. But Perry has been excellent. That's the matchup tomorrow night, and we hope you can join us then. Until then, Darrell Henry's saying so long from Bethpage Ballpark. Again, the final tonight, Long Island 5, York 3. And it failed to mention earlier, but we have some pretty intriguing programming to join in progress these next 2 nights. The College World Series in progress on Westwood 1. We will send you there next. And we'll talk to you tomorrow night at 6:15 right back here from the island on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Thank you for listening to the Atlantic League champion York Revolution on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Catch the Revs all season on York's only place for local sports. Tune in 20 minutes before first pitch for a trip to the clubhouse with player interviews and the manager Mark Mason every game. Listen throughout the day for the Revs Report and check out WOYK1350.com for highlights and features on York's pro team. The Atlantic League champion York Revolution, all season on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports. Now we return to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.